CHOS.com. Let's go to Nick in South Carolina. Has been holding on. What's up, Nick?
Hey, good morning, guys. How's everybody doing today?
What's on your mind, Nick?
Man?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I know in the preseason I had one of the more colorful win-loss games, saying that my Dolphins would go 20-0 and beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Sorry, DJ. Looks like none of us made that. But,
Colorful indeed, sir.
I was signed up for that, Nick, to be honest with you.
Right here.
Yeah, it would have been great, but obviously,
Nick in South Carolina. There you are. There you are. 20-0.
Man, I don't think anybody's going to beat the Chiefs, honestly, Rich. I mean, they got what it takes to take the whole thing, and this is their time when they know all of the right buttons to push in regards to their team and each other, and they know what they're doing, and I just don't see anybody matching what they got going on.
No doubt. Anything can happen, Nick. I appreciate the call, but it does, as you know, I fully believe that. Anything can happen. For instance, you see Alcaraz lost a set in Australia. Oh, I can get him.
To a professional tennis player, you mean?
I can get him.
to a guy who actually does it for a living?
He's vulnerable. Jason in Arizona, you're on the Rich Eisen Show. What's up, Jason? Snuck that one in there. What's up, Jason?
Thanks for taking my call.
You got it?
Y'all doing all right today?
Hey,
What up, G?
I just wanted to make a little comparison. Hear a lot of stuff about Josh Allen doesn't have any help. Their careers are both about 4.9 yard per carry guys. Cook only has 1,000 yards, but he only has 200 carries, which tells me they don't really use him enough.
Right. Well, Jason, in that regard, too, is speaking as somebody who had James Cook in my, and not just one, and thanks to the call, Jason, not just one but two fantasy leagues,
He was awesome this
Well,
year.
I mean, he got in the end zone, but there would be like 2, 3, 4 weeks where he just didn't do anything because it was a Ray Davis game, he's questionable, or it was a Ty Johnson game. And they were clearly limiting his touches during the regular season, and now's the rubber meeting the road time. That's going to have to be a James Cook game on Sunday.
Yeah, I think so.
They need it. Yep. They will need him to be that all-purpose, multiple scrimmage threat. They're going to need it. It's time for us to pick these games, guys, but we've heard from the experts. We've heard from the analysts.
Hold that. I'm an expert.
Just let him finish.
I'm sorry.
We've heard from the experts. We've heard from the analysts and pundits. There's one last piece of crucial information, as you know, Mother Nature. Old man Winter might chime in and make some adjustments. And in that regard, one of our favorite segments in the history of the Rich Eisen Show, Rich Eisen Show meteorologist Mike Del Tufo with the weather report.
Hey, how's the weather out there?
Del Tufo with the weekend weather update.
It's raining sideways.
All right, great drop.
It's raining sideways.
All right, Mike, what's the weather report?
Okay, this is our weekend that we all love because it's our favorite weekend of football because the divisional weekend is amazing, and we love it. All right, we got 4 games. We know.
Great preamble.
And
get to the weather, man.
Could you imagine if that's the weather report you get locally? They start talking about life.
Houston and Kansas City. I need a weather wall.
This is the greatest time of the year.
It's the greatest thing ever.
We love it, and you love it, and I love it.
That's exactly.
Here's the weather
you guys do
report
always
with
channeling.
everything you don't need to know.
All right, Houston and Kansas City. Temperatures mid-20s, slight winds, partly sunny. So that game is going to be it's going to be fine. They're going to be able to play, and pretty much the game's going to go as the game's going to go. All right, second game. I know you guys love this. Second game. I have one word. Dome. Dome.
Oh, Dome.
Great.
Oh, fantastic.
Word,
I don't need any other. I don't need any word. Dome.
What's
it like in Detroit,
What's it
though?
like in Detroit?
Who cares?
care.
Who cares? You just got to make it into the dome, and you're fine.
If you're going to the
You
game,
don't care.
who cares?
Make it in the dome.
Who cares
All
if
right.
you're going to the game?
Sunday are two really. I think Sunday the games are
He only
amazing.
cares about the football part
Exactly.
of this.
It's like
Attaboy, Mike.
yes, you know that, Rich.
He's focused.
So Sunday, Rams and Eagles first game at the Lincoln Philly, which is a great place to watch a game, especially when you're not an Eagles fan, because pretty much they yell at you the entire game.
You just get harassed.
And you get harassed, especially if when you come in from New Jersey. Okay, it's going to be a snow game.
Really?
With light winds and a temperature of 35 degrees at game time.
It's going to snow?
It is going to snow.
What type of snow, Mike? Is it a wintry mix?
We love the wintry mix. You know that.
Well, I mean, it's big.
We love the wintry mix. But it will be like a wintry mix at 35 degrees. And the
Do you know
final
what we
game.
mean by wintry mix, Mike?
Wintry mix, yeah. It's like
That's
rain
like
and sleet.
sleet. I know.
Yeah, it's like kind of
But
a mix.
that's more than a snow game.
Yeah, it's a
Wet
snow
snow.
game.
Is it-
Wet
how much?
snow.
What's the
Wet
accumulation?
snow.
What's the
We
accumulation?
don't know that. We didn't do that research. We don't get, but there will. Hold on. There is one thing.
Yes.
There will be accumulation enough that you will see it on the field. Meaning, it's going to stick. It's going to stick.
Okay, it's going to stick.
All right. The final game of the weekend: Baltimore at Buffalo. It will be very, very cold there, as we all know. Like frigid cold.
Yes.
Dress warm.
Yes.
As I would say that. Temperature is going to be in the teens. It's going to feel between 5 and 10 degrees at game time.
Wow.
With possible scattered snow showers during the game.
54% chance of snow, apparently.
Yes.
By the
And
way,
then-
Mike Hoskins has done more research in the weather than
No,
Del
I
Tufo.
don't believe it. But now watch Rich. No, Rich.
Okay.
Yeah, we need one more.
Oh.
All right, we'll get one more.
We got a game on Monday that I know everyone's involved.
Or are you going to be here Monday?
No,
I'm actually off.
It's a dome.
It's a exact. You see, why are you stealing my thunder? I was going to say
Everyone
dome.
knows it's in a dome, Mike.
It's a dome. It's a dome. And I know you. I want to thank you, TJ.
Mike
You
Del
see, he
Tufo's
stole my-
weather report.
What's the weather like in Atlanta? What is it like
doesn't
outside?
care.
It's probably going to be, I say 45.
Did you just
He's
say?
standing. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
he's
guessing.
just taking a
I'm just
stab
guessing.
now.
45. Probably 40, 45.
Are you
I'm
guessing or?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
You
like
think the weather people really do research?
Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah.
Mike Del Tufo, walking Farmer's Almanac. He just knows what Atlanta's usual temperature is.
Yeah, right now temperature is 45.
On a
Look it up.
January 20th.
Who's winning? Are you taking chalk?
I think I am.
All home teams?
I'm still undecided on Ravens Bills.
Oh,
I go back and forth on it. But everyone else I think wins at home. We'll be back on the air on Monday. I can't wait. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by.
I've got huge news for you. WWE Monday Night Raw is live every week on Netflix. Live drama, live heroes, live action, featuring some of the biggest names in WWE, such as John Cena, undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Bianca Belair. There's never been a better time to step into the ring and stream WWE Raw. WWE Monday Night Raw is now on Netflix.
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rajay Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? January 18th at the Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1. I will be there signing autographs. I will be there interacting with people. I will be there for pictures. Anything you want me to do, I'm there for it. I miss Pirate Nation. I can't wait to see you. Meet me there at Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1, January 18th. Love y'all.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies, and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
How much America is in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive and legs spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More America. Four Loko USA. Tastes like real.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Did you know that 1 in every 36 children born in North Carolina is diagnosed with autism? The Autism Society of North Carolina offers assistance and support programs that improve lives for autistic children and adults. And you can help the Autism Society of North Carolina through the Eastern Run Walk for Autism on Saturday, March 29th at Town Common in Greenville. Run, walk, form a team, or donate. Make a difference in someone's life. Visit EasternRunWalkForAutism.com and sign up today.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
We believe. Not only did we win the fight, we won the game. Hell yeah!
Clip, what's up? It's Bryan.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Flip that, Shirley.
Miss Shirley, put have you scanned your MVV card back on Pirate Radio now?
Have you scanned your MVP card?
I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day.
That's a tater right there.
It's a damn tater.
So you're the
You can't say that.
This is the worst human being I've ever known.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome in to a football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, PR927FM.com. And we will be with you on YouTube. Pirate Radio TV is the place to be. Give us a like, give us a subscribe if you have not already, and join the chat. You got any upsets this weekend in the divisional round? What players are going to score a touchdown? Any player props you like? We'll talk about that. We can talk some Notre Dame, Ohio State. We can talk East Carolina basketball as they take on Wichita State. Whatever is on your mind, you can let us know on Pirate Radio TV. A lot of guests to get to here on a Friday. We'll check in with Bryan North, WCTI 12, coming up later on in hour number 1. Hour 2, Tony Dunn, C3 Podcast, joins us as we'll continue our playoff picks. I like the little wrinkle we added last week with the touchdown scores, and that actually allowed Tony to catch up with me a little bit on the picks. So we will go over every game. We'll tell you who's going to score a touchdown, and we'll set the AFC and NFC championship games. Tony joins us in hour number 2. We'll also talk some basketball on today's show. It is the Brandon Ingram 2025 MLK Showcase going on at Kinston High School on Saturday, and we'll talk to the dude, Bryan Hanks, about all of that. He'll kind of set up some of the games, players to watch, the background on the tournament itself, and talk a little high school basketball with Bryan Hanks on today's show. Morgan Ahlers will join us to talk Pirate Hoops and NFL playoffs. We'll talk to Morgan coming up at 5 o'clock. And I talked to Jeff Nadu yesterday. We ran out of time, didn't play it on the show, so we'll play that today, his playoff picks. Also, Ohio State, Notre Dame. We'll pick his brain on that one as well. So a big lineup coming up on this Friday. We've got Shirley Rhodes here, Jared Watkins. We got intern Logan. We got intern Hayden. And we have left side.
Strong side.
The Chan Man's here on a Friday. I figure you suits would be like golfing or something.
No, man. Not me. I'm a different kind of suit.
It's too cold. How about when it warms up? You got a lot of golf in your future, Chandler?
Yes. I do.
A lot of sales, like make a sale if I make this putt.
Yeah,
you got to sign a 1-year contract with Pirate Radio,
right? Or if I make a sale, or let's say hopefully make 2 or 3 sales in a week, maybe treat myself to some golf that week.
Treat yourself. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Hope you are. Happy Friday to you.
HF to you.
Are you doing good?
Yeah. I'm in a good headspace right now.
Good. Are you excited about tomorrow night?
I am. And I'm excited that I won't have to sit around and think about it all day. I'll be consumed with some high school basketball.
And some good high school basketball at that, too.
But it's great to have another activity to take my brain off of Commander's lines.
But now, so the tournament's in Kinston. It's about a 30-minute drive afterwards. And I feel like that 30-minute drive, you're just going to be getting game ready.
Yeah.
And hopefully watching your Washington Commanders upset the Lions and upset the Lions fans tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel, man.
I'm going to feel so – like I really want the Commanders to win just because of you, because you're the Dogs. But I'm in a tough spot here because I'm going to feel bad if the Lions lose, because the Lions are a team that I really want to, like, take it all the way and win it.
Well, you know what, Chandler? I don't want you to feel bad, so I hope the Lions win. Because really, this is about you and your feelings.
No, it's not. I'm in a tough space.
No, I like the Lions too. And if we weren't in it, or if they were on the other side of the bracket, I'd certainly be rooting for them. Because I wouldn't be rooting for the Eagles. We've already seen the Rams win one, so I hope the winner of this game represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. Although I do have Eagles, Ravens in my Super Bowl. But yeah, man, like last week against the Bucs, it was a very winnable game. The spread said that. The way Washington has been playing said that. So I had some optimism going into the game. I don't think I have that optimism right now, but it does feel a little bit like a house money deal at this point.
Well, don't get your hopes high.
I'm not.
And stay the way you are right now, because there's no worse feeling than getting your hopes high in the playoffs and then your team losing. I have to go all the way back to 2017 when the Panthers went on the road to the Saints, where we had beat them earlier that year. I'm feeling good. It's the divisional round. Actually, no, it was a wild card, but I was like, if we get through this, I'm feeling good about the playoffs. Next thing you know, we're losing by 4. So, and I remember being just so crushed, and that's because my expectations were so high. So, just keep your expectations where they are now, and you know, if the Commanders do lose tomorrow night, maybe you won't feel as bad.
By the time we get to kickoff, I'll probably have talked myself into believing we can win. But back of my mind, I know that we're facing the best team in football. They've been the best team in
all
football
around,
all
right?
year. Yeah. So,
and it's crazy. I mean, could you, like, maybe 5-6 years ago, if I told you you're playing the Commanders, one, I would say you're not the Redskins, you're the Commanders.
The who now?
I would say you're not the Redskins. You were the football team, and now you're the Commanders. And you're playing the Lions at the Lions in the divisional round.
I'd probably say I'm not rooting for this team anymore. And then you tell me Dan Snyder sold the team, and then I'd be all the way back in.
And then I would tell you Dan Quinn was the head coach of the Commanders.
You talking about backwards hat, 28-3 blown lead, Dan Quinn?
The very one?
Jaden Daniels? Who's he, a middle school kid? High school kid? It is another cool part about this. I've talked about it during the year, but just walking today down the street when picked up a sandwich. And guy that walked by me said, "Nice hat." I said, "Thanks." Guy inside the restaurant said, "You think the Commanders going to win tomorrow?" Like, probably not, but I hope so. But just like wearing the gear, people talking about it in public.
Yeah.
It was great fun night of trivia last night at Overtime Tavern.
A packed house.
Yeah, come on out and hang out one Thursday night. We play sports trivia every Thursday at Overtime Tavern. Shout out to Team 6, table of girls. And I went up to them, and I even said this after round one, Chandler. And they were ECU students, I think. And it was 4 girls. And I was like, I don't want this to sound sexist. It probably is. But, like, I'm very
impressed.
I almost said proud because, like, I have a daughter that's 15. I'm like, I'm proud of y'all.
I've never met y'all before, but
I
so
said,
proud.
I'm very impressed. And they were like, thanks. Yeah, we watch sports. We know a little bit. And that was really cool. But one of the girls at the table said her family's from D.C. They were Redskins fans, now Commanders fans. And I said, well, are you a fan? She was like, yeah, kind of. And I was like, I get it. It was not cool to be a Washington fan during your childhood. Like, it was the opposite of cool. But now it's becoming cool again, thanks to Jaden Daniels and basically them winning games.
It's got to feel nice for you, especially who's been a long-time fan. And I mean, you've wore Redskins, Commanders football team gear in public in the past, and it's like nobody even acknowledges what you got on. But now it's like, hey, that guy's got a Commanders hat on. He's a Commanders fan. Like, they look at you like, man, they're on the up and up. So you got to take some pride in that.
I saw one dude a few weeks ago. I was wearing this hat, and he said, all he said was, "Where'd you get the black one?" It was a black dude. I know, what are you talking about? And he was like, "Your hat." I was like, oh yeah. I got it online. I said, I got a black and a white one. He said, yeah, I got the burgundy one. Go Skins, So it's fun, man.
Relationships are forming.
I know. I got so many friends now around Greenville.
Because of the success of a football team.
It is weird how, like, this, I think about this a lot. I thought about it growing up, too. I can't remember how old I was, but I was like, I'm sitting here like it's life and death, what happens in this game with these guys that, like, don't even know I exist. Like, they don't care about me at all because they don't know me.
Yeah.
But I care so much about them and what they're doing. And it's kind of weird, right?
I think about that all the time.
Like, why am I doing this? What is the point of this?
Joy, happiness.
Yeah. And distractions from real life stuff. Yeah.
Something to look forward to during the year, especially if you're a team like the Commanders who have had a much improved year this year. I mean, hey, like, it's Tuesday. I'm ready to get through the week. Hey, but next thing you know, it'll be Sunday. I'm watching it with my friends at the Buck, watching the Commanders. Hopefully win a football game. It's the same way with me. I had that feeling this year just because of the competitiveness that the Panthers showed this year and getting 3 more wins than they did last year. I actually had some optimistic viewpoints for Carolina this year. So hopefully I'll be doing that in the next couple of years the way you're experienced this with the Commanders.
Checking with the chat gang real quick. Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
Help the bear!
Help the bear. What's that bear doing? Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now. Baba booey. Pike liked the stream. He is back at the beach. Hope you enjoy a nice beach weekend. A little playoff football, a little hoops at the beach. Nothing wrong with that. Lane says, I'm really hoping for a Birds-Commanders NFC championship. Lane, our resident Eagles fan. Saw young Cole here earlier.
Eagles. The nicest Eagles fan that I know.
I lied to Cole right to his face. I said I want a Commanders-Eagles NFC championship. That's a lie. I want Commanders-Rams. That would be our best opportunity to get to the Super Bowl. So feed me the Rams.
And I think the Rams can win this weekend.
I don't. We'll talk about this. The Eagles are the most disrespected 14-3 team since the Minnesota Vikings.
Should I hopped on the Rams train last week instead of this week?
Yeah, it's too late
Yeah.
now. Bone's been on there.
Yeah.
You can't get on now.
Yeah. You still on it this week? No. All right.
You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
It looks like he's folded.
You could be the conductor of that train since he's jumping off. Now you could lead the...
I'll hop on.
All right. We'll make our picks later and also our touchdown picks as well.
And there's a grid that I still need to fill out.
Yeah, well, just a little Panthers topic. I'll try to have at least one little Panthers thing to bring up with Tony. Maybe we can bring young intern Logan in too. He's a Panthers fan.
I was proud to hear
we'll get
that
to know
he's a Panther
Logan
fan.
a little bit in hour two. All right. Kenny says, Clip, win or lose, your team has had a fantastic season. The future is bright for the Skins. Good coach, exciting quarterback, and the defense will keep getting better. With that, go Lions. Okay. Thank you, Kenny, I guess. You're a nice guy. But when Cowboys fans say stuff like that, I feel like there's like an ulterior motive or something. Steve said, you got that black hat from someone with a broken spinal. That's right. Steve Hill got me this hat online. I got the white
spinal.
One. All right. Let me hit Mike Tyson real quick. Because anytime we got Steve talking about his bad back.
My back is broken.
We have to bring up Mike Tyson's interview, post-fight interview with Jim Gray. I don't know what year this was. It was a long time ago.
Really sick this week? What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
You did that in sparring?
No, I did it by a motorcycle accident. The doctor discovered I was doing my sit-ups 2,500 a day with my 20-pound weight, and one day I couldn't move anymore. And I asked the doctor, what's wrong? And he said, believe it or not, it's wearing your back is broken slightly.
Slightly. He did 25 sit-ups a day. How many sit-ups do you think you've done your entire life?
Less than 2,500.
Okay. I think that's a fair
answer.
Yeah, answer. Noah says Chon setting a record for consecutive days. What number are you at?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Who does number 2 work for? I might have came on Wednesday.
You show that turd who's boss.
But
Kevin says Clip Commander versus
Kevin.
Commanders versus Keaton Mitchell. Who you got, Kevin? That's I get why you asked that question, but are you serious? I'm pulling for my team, dude. I knew the Commanders 35 years before I knew what a Keaton Mitchell was.
Dude.
I've been going back watching like big games here a lot the last month or so to get myself fired up. And one of them was week 17, 2012, basically the NFC Championship, Cowboys, Redskins, Sunday Night Football. Dwayne Harris, monster punt return. Had a few big plays in that game.
Okay.
Really made an impact. And I was not pulling for him. He's my all-time favorite Pirate. I was hoping he'd fumble the ball every time he got it. You know, I hope those guys do well in life or whatever, but not against my team.
You also started cheering and being emotionally invested in the Washington Redskins at the time before he was even born, before Keaton Mitchell was even born.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And not that your first love has to be your strongest love, but in this case, it certainly is. I've been thinking about this too. Like you know, your first love, Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your first kiss.
Yeah.
Have you had it yet?
Yeah, absolutely.
When was it?
Yesterday.
Congrats, man. But you never forget that, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it sticks with you. And it's a burning love. It's a passionate love. That's what I have with this team. And there's a lot of hate.
When was your first kiss with this team?
There's a thin line between love and hate, they say.
That is.
And I've hated this team a lot You could say I've hated them more than I've loved them. My first kiss with Washington. I went to my first game when I was like 8 or 9. I really don't remember that. I would say like the first kiss was 1996. I went to Redskins Colts. Starting quarterback for the Colts that day, Jim Harbaugh. But I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying here. You ever like, when you walk through, you like walk up the steps and you get your first sight of a field, whether it's Dowdy-Ficklin, whether it's a court, anything, but that first glimpse of RFK, it like took my breath away.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe I'm here.
When you're when you're in the concourse.
Yes. And it's dark kind of.
Yes. And you're in the concourse and you see, all right, what section am I? I'm 282. There's the gate to 282. You walk through that little tunnel.
And there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes. And then you walk out.
Yeah.
And then,
Say it.
And the players are still warming up. And like their footballs are flying everywhere.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude. I'm telling you. I remember the first time I went to the bank, it was like that. Hey, it's just like in Rudy. The father said, "This is the most beautiful thing these eyes have ever seen." That's literally me.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. We are weirdos, man.
And then you got to find your seat, and you're going up, and you're going up, and you're going up, and you find your row, and then you go about 6 or 7 seats down, and you sit down.
All right, we need to take a break.
Yeah,
good segment.
We need a breather.
Good segment. All right, when we return, Bryan North joins us. We've got Tony Dunn. We'll make some picks, talk more NFL playoffs. Want to dive into the other games as well. Jeff Nadu, Brian Hanks, Morgan Ahlers. A lot more to go. Friday edition Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Chronic joint pain is exhausting, and that goes for ENC's football legend and all-time passing leader, David Garrard.
And it's not always just the physical part of it. Sometimes it's the mental part of it. You know something is about to kind of derail your normal day, what it was turning out to be a beautiful day. And you're like, I'm starting to feel some pain or clicking in my knee.
That's why the regenerative treatments of QC Kinetics has been so life-changing for thousands just like David Garrard. Their treatments provide long-term pain relief without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 252-765-PAIN.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Craving wings that kick it up a notch? Wings Over Greenville is launching an all-new buffalo flavor lineup you won't want to miss. Try the fiery heat of Afterburner or blast off with the bold liftoff. And that's just the beginning. Order straight from Wings Over. No third-party apps are needed. Wings Over Greenville delivers your favorites hot and fresh right to your door. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new buffalo lineup. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
Pirate Radio. We work like captains.
And I'm your body captain. You are going to put on your dancing shoes and rock it.
And party like pirates. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville across from Agri Supply, or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools. And Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway can handle all of your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you on a Friday. Full house today. Shirley, Logan, Hayden, J-Bone, the Chan Man, Chandler Honeycutt.
Before we get to Bryan North, I do have a question for you. You were talking about seeing other Washington Commander fans out in the public, in the wild, and that making you feel good, creating new relationships. What is it? How does it feel to look at the game that we're watching now, Washington versus Tampa Bay, and see all the Commanders fans that made the trip?
I got chills when I heard Terry chants the other night.
And there's a video I saw. I think it might have been the video you were watching earlier. It was like a NFL Films type video. And when Terry scored that touchdown late in the game, off in the distance, you just see a lot of people's hands raised.
Yeah.
And it was like, man.
Well, that's another thing, too, Chandler, I talked about this year. In fact, look, I've gone complete psycho here. I started watching highlights from every game this year. And I went back to week 2, the Giants game. And it was cool to have Commanders fans back and excited, but we have a home field advantage now. We have fans excited like that. That's cool too, because that was gone for many, many, many years. So, yeah, man, it was awesome. And I was watching something else this week from this game, and I heard after a touchdown they were singing "Hail to the Redskins" in the crowd, like they used to do when they score a touchdown at RFK. So, yeah, great stuff, man. Could all come to an end tomorrow night, but I am glad to be there. All right, let's head out to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Joining us, Bryan North, WCTI 12. North, how you doing today, man?
Doing well, Clifford. Just finished the Fat Man workout. So if I'm breathing heavily, it's not because I'm doing wrong things. I'm doing right things for my body.
Is this like a resolution or something you've been doing, or what's going on, Bryan?
Yeah, it coincides with the new year, but it's more of my kids saying how comfortable my belly is as a pillow.
Understood. Bryan, I'm going to start local. This is up your alley because coming up on Saturday, I will be at Kinston High School calling a couple of basketball games. I was honored to get a call, and we'll be doing a couple of games in the Brandon Ingram MLK Showcase this year. I'll be doing the 1:30 and 4:30 game. They wanted me to do 3. I told them I had to get home to watch the Commanders, so I got to make sure I'm home Saturday night. But looking forward to that, Bryan, I should say. I got Brian Hanks joining me on the program today to talk about the event. He's been involved with it since day one. Sounds like a really cool deal that Brandon's father has really spearheaded. So I also understand there's going to be some great basketball there too. So looking forward to it tomorrow.
First, great to have Cliff Brock back in the PA game. We've missed that.
I'll actually be on play-by-play. I think I'm still banned for life from PA. So.
Oh. Well, even better to hear you on play-by-play. That's even more. So you don't have to take pauses. Great tournament, and Donald Ingram, who's a South Lenore guy himself. In fact, fun fact: Brandon and his brother Bo probably were supposed to go to South Lenore, but they both went to Kinston and led them to state championships. Their legacy is there, and so Donald, who basically runs all the charity stuff for Brandon's foundation, is the COO of BXI Enterprises. So yeah, he loves putting this thing together every year, getting a lot of the local teams, creating some of the great matchups, and they just get great crowds every year. And they do a first-class job and, of course, raise money for charities, which is really what it's all about.
Yeah, that's great stuff. We'll be out there coming up on Saturday. And it's great, too, Bryan, because last Sunday I just kind of, I don't know, my brain was in a blender waiting around for the Commanders-Bucks game. So this will take my mind off of that all day Saturday. I'll have something to do to take my attention away from it, and then I'll be able to watch Washington and Detroit. Also, Texans-Chiefs coming up on Saturday. The 2 number 1 seeds going at it. I had it at trivia, Bryan. I think there was it 4 or 5 number 1 seeds have lost in the divisional round in the last 10 years, so it does not happen a lot. How about will it happen tomorrow? You like the Chiefs and Lions to take care of business?
The Chiefs, they've been in close games all year long, so you never think that they're going to win in a blowout or make it easy. And you take the fact that their starters haven't played in 3 weeks. I think a lot of people are curious about the rust. Was the rest good for your veteran guys, or was the rust bad and they're going to be out of sync? And when you're in close games like the Chiefs always are in, you can't give away possessions or make mistakes. Look, the Texans didn't look great last week, but maybe they shook off some of that rust and some of that playoff jitters, and now they go and play with house money. I think weather is going to be a big factor. You like Kansas City playing at home in bad weather, but I'm curious about the layoff. I don't expect a lot of points in that game. I mean, the Chiefs always advance, right? 2-time defending champs, they find ways to win. So you think that they're going to win, but I wouldn't say it's going to be a blowout by the week.
And then
Commanders.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say Lions-Commanders is also interesting. Your Commanders 3-0 in domes this year, right? So they like that controlled environment. Detroit's another one. Was the 1 week off enough to get some of their guys healed up and better? They had a lot of prolonged injuries there in the second half of the season. So will they have enough rest to take on those Commanders who also playing with house money? No one expects them to win. They're a 9.5-point dog last I looked. So I think if they play loose, Dave Daniels plays well. You'd never know.
Top of my head, Bryan, I didn't know that stat, 3-0 in domes, so I'm thinking Arizona, Dallas, and New Orleans, if I am correct.
They lost in Dallas, and I don't call that a true dome. I don't know why.
Well, they won at Dallas. They lost at home to Dallas.
Okay. There you go. Oh, there you go. So, Atlanta. Did they win in Atlanta, too?
That was in Washington.
Oh, okay. There you go. So, still 3-0. I just got my games wrong. Yeah, 3-0 in dome.
Yeah, and Jaden Daniels on the fast track. I will certainly take that. He is as cool as it gets for a rookie. Bryan, I don't know if there's been like a more, I don't know if disrespected is the word, but like the Eagles are, they're 14-3. They win last week, and it almost feels like a house of cards with them. Like it could all come crashing down. But I've got them in the Super Bowl. I think they are a good team. They face the Rams, could certainly be beat, but for a team as good as they've been all year, I still feel like people love to point out their flaws, and we'll see what they do against the Rams Sunday.
Right, because everybody hates their dysfunction, right? Everyone wants to fire the head coach. It's amazing he still has a job. The body language on the sideline with the players towards the head coach. Guys reading books. It's just everything that they do is just kind of irritating and doesn't make you want to root for them unless you're an Eagles fan. So I can understand where a lot of people don't believe in them, but that defense is what keeps them in the games, that defensive line. And with the offense, they've just figured out running the ball is the key. And the whole NFL, you look now, has switched back to running the football again. We're kind of seeing that trend go back the other way. So your top rushers, they're all advancing, and they're all playing this week.
Speaking of running the football, the Ravens can do that with the quarterback or the Hall of Fame running back they have in Derrick Henry. This is going to be a blowout one way or the other, Bryan, because I've been hyping this game all week as the game of the century. But Ravens, Bills, Lamar, Josh Allen, who you got in this one? It is a true toss-up.
You must have heard my conversation from earlier. I said, because we're hyping this up, like, this will be the one blowout of the weekend.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know. Buffalo at home, you got to think, and Baltimore with their history of kind of flaming out with Lamar and going on the road. And, again, weather is going to be a factor in this game. So, I think Buffalo wins a close one. I think if there's a blowout, it's because Baltimore will be playing so well and they hit on all gears. But you just hope it's great. You hope to see the two MVP candidates show out. But look now, Buffalo's got a pretty good running game too now. With James Cook has really come on this year, and when Josh Allen has figured out he doesn't have to do it all himself, is when he's played a whole lot better. So I think that's why he's probably the front runner for MVP, because of how well he's played, and his fourth quarter numbers are better, and so he's just learned to trust other people. So Buffalo at home, I like them there. I would take them, but it wouldn't surprise me with how well Baltimore's playing if they go in there and Buffalo somehow forgets what they're doing and they roll over.
Bryan North joining us. Folks, I apologize for bringing up this topic because we talked about it so much in, December. But is Bill Belichick North Carolina's coach? What is the contract stuff, Bryan? And has he signed a contract? Has he not? What's going on there?
Somebody asked Bill. Is Bill not answering the phone? Can someone ask one of the recruits' homes he's visiting to ask him that question?
Yeah, he's been taking pictures with recruits and stuff, right? So I'm assuming he's the coach, but I don't know.
So the question I keep asking is, wasn't he coach for just one day for the Jets at one point, or maybe a couple of hours? All right, so if for some reason he leaves North Carolina, and I don't think he's going to, unless he was promised things at North Carolina that they're already going back on, and he's looking at it as a situation, it's not what he thought it was. So maybe that's why he delayed in signing the contract. It's not unusual. I've heard this before. It never comes into question until rumors come up if they're staying or not. But with Belichick, I can't see him leaving. If he does, it would be because the Chapel Hillians promised him some stuff and they're not giving it to him, and he's going to find his success elsewhere. That would be the reason I can see him leaving. I really do think he's recharged by trying to do this. Now, how long it'll last, I don't know, but I really think he's all in on this North Carolina.
Speaking of North Carolina, can we talk college hoops with you yet, Bryan? You followed it at all? You've got one ACC team in the top 25. That is Duke, who's looking really, really good. But North Carolina certainly trending up now that they've got in conference play. If they continue the path they're on, they're certainly a tournament team, and will have a tricky resume because they've lost to just about everybody good they've played against. And, of course, they'll get Duke a couple of times. But like your Louisville, Clemson, Wake Forest, these teams, I don't know how much they're going to be helped by the ACC this year. It's pretty down. So I'm interested to see come tournament time how much respect the conference gets.
Well, they get respect coming into this year. So when you start in a hole, it's tough to get out of. So, look, North Carolina's playing better. Ian Jackson, the freshman from New York City, scored 20 points or more in 6 of his last 7 games. So he's trending upwards. He's become the, the equivalent to R.J. Davis. And if they can find a third guy to step up when needed when those 2 guys are off, then they could be a tough out. I think Duke is the class that you watch their game the other night. They passed the ball so well. And when Cooper Flagg, who's never had to spot up and shoot in his career, starts spotting up and hitting threes, I mean, that makes them even more dangerous. So Duke's a class right now. But this is the time of year with the transfer portal, we're starting to find out who can play and who can't. Coaches are figuring out rotations, shortening the bench a little bit more. So I think this is where we find out who the better teams are as they find that chemistry with the guys who are new to the program. So, but overall, yeah, the ACC, I don't see anybody trending upwards, but that's the beauty of this is you can catch fire if you're late. Louisville has had a few games where they make your eyes open a little bit, so maybe that's another team out of the conference that can make some noise. But, Miami, look what happened there. It's been a disaster with their transfer portal stuff, so it's such an up and down, but you start in that hole like the ACC did with national perspective, and it's hard to get yourself out of it.
There will be some confused fans in the Triangle on Saturday if you don't pay attention to it and if you just show up to a game randomly. Stanford at North Carolina, Cal at NC State. Why are they playing these games in January? These are conference games, so that's going to be a weird look in the Dean Dome and in Raleigh coming up on Saturday. Pirates on the road at Wichita, Bryan, as East Carolina won a game against Temple last week, but have dropped 2 since then and are kind of back in their hole that you just talked about. So Mike Schwartz trying to dig them out here, but I don't know, man, just not a ton of optimism right now coming out of ECU basketball.
Yeah. It looks like they're struggling with their chemistry and combinations. I know R.J. Felton started to come off the bench. What's the best combos? And it really comes to plays down the stretch. He's just having trouble making those clutch plays in the last 5 minutes of the game. They're in a lot of these games, the close games, but they just can't seem to find that right combination or find that go-to guy. And when that go-to guy is taken out, the defense slides towards him. Who else can step up there? So I think they're missing on some of those combinations right now. And again, you're starting to run out of time here. You hope to get hot in February. Well, we're on the downside of January now. You got to start trending upwards a little bit here, seeing something. I think if you want to kind of salvage the season for a lot of teams.
North, Notre Dame, they've always been relevant, but they're actually good again. They'll be in the national championship coming up on Monday. And I've talked about this. I am old enough to remember when they actually were good. I remember them being a huge deal in the late 80s, but really I watched in the early 90s, and Lou Holtz is still there, and then they went through a period where they were relevant but overrated, and every time they'd step up and play a big name opponent in a big bowl game, they just get waxed. But here they are. Marcus Freeman got them playing good ball, but they face a huge challenge in Ohio State coming up on Monday night. Any thoughts on our national championship that we'll see coming up on Monday?
I hope it doesn't turn into Georgia TCU. That's my fear. The Fighting Irish have been playing with a little bit of the luck of the Irish, right? They've had some taking advantage of turnovers, which is what good teams do. And offensively, they're not super dynamic, and they're going to have to force points in this game, I think. So I'm hoping for a close game. I'm afraid we're going to see Georgia TCU take 2.
Ooh, okay. Pretty big line in that game in the favor, of course, of the Buckeyes. North, good stuff, man. What you got planned for the weekend?
Everybody's been asking me that, and I still haven't come up with the answer. Either my senility is getting worse and I can't remember, or we have nothing on the schedule for this one weekend and this one weekend only.
Yeah, I was going to say, you always have an answer for me. There's nothing wrong with just relaxing on a weekend, Bryan, so take advantage of that.
It's been a crazy week this week. I've had a lot of stuff going on with work and some good stories, and I just haven't thought ahead. So I'll just wait until the wife tells me what we're supposed to be doing.
There you go. That's always the plan. North, appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Sounds good, Clipper.
Bryan North joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Mike Schwartz met with the media earlier. Jarrett Watkins was out there. Why were the Pirates a little delayed from taking the practice court? Have an interesting answer for that. We'll tell you when we return. Special guest appearing today at ECU basketball practice. We'll have that for you when we return and wrap up hour number 1 of Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. Back with you after this.
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rajay Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Harris breaks free, makes a man miss. It's a foot race. Rajay Harris, 86-yard touchdown.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? January 18th at the Shimmer. I will be there signing autographs. Anything you want me to do, I'm there for it. Meet me there at Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1, January 18th. Love y'all.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
This is Dr. Hode from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Enjoy the warm air, circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Happy New Year, Pirates! It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Winter Chill is here, and we're continuing our biggest sale of last year with the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. You'll find major markdowns on tons of brands, including Springfield, Benelli, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Sig Sauer, Bergara, Henry, Beretta, Ruger, Glock, Federal, Hornady, Winchester, and the list goes on. Don't miss your chance to warm up with these once-a-year hot products with hot prices. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. You can take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right, our Jared Watkins was on the scene at ECU basketball practice earlier today, pre-practice, as Mike Schwartz met with the media before the Pirates split town to take on Wichita State. Jared, so I remember going to practice back in the day, pre-practice facility, and East Carolina was waiting around in the concourse because volleyball practice was going on. And I was like, boy, this is pretty unserious. Yeah. We have to wait for volleyball practice to end before our basketball team can get on the basketball court. But now we have a practice facility and Minji's. But you understand the Pirates were still waiting today.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, I guess, rented out Minji's to do a video of like a pickup game, which I'm not a fan of.
You're not a fan of what?
Mr. Beast in general.
Now, why is that? Because you think it's cool to say you don't like him?
No, I just don't like him. There was something where I used to work at a car wash that I don't really want to get into.
Tell us about your car wash days. How'd that go?
Oh, it was bad. Hated every single minute of it. It was really bad. But yeah, he was doing a pickup game, so we had to wait because the basketball team had to wait. I guess Schwartz didn't want to talk to us and then had to go back up to his office. But yeah, it did not seem like the most well put together thing.
Yeah, and then did see a picture with the team and Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Tell him to bring us his money.
Yeah.
Zach Kaplan said, like, as Mr. Beast and his crew were walking out of Minji's, Schwartz was walking in. He was like, I guess you got to let him do that to get some NIL money, huh? And Schwartz was like, yeah, whatever. I don't.
Zach Kaplan said that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you got to let him in. You get some NIL money, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to pay, then yeah. Let's be honest. We need those dollars right now more than we need practice. How much more is practice going to help?
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's going to give NIL money.
You said he rented.
I don't know.
He's giving money to somebody.
This is just the talk amongst people. Like, I don't know if he actually rented something out or if he was able to book it. I don't know.
Jamie asking, did J-Bone ask Mr. Beast to take it outside at the car wash?
So did he show up to do a video?
He said he didn't want to get into it.
Oh, sorry.
But now a new insult for Jared, kind of like go get your shine box. What's something they have at a car wash? Go get your
tire shine.
Go get your tire shine. Mike P said a kid and his dad from my son's lacrosse team did one of his challenges. After they told me all about it, I wanted Mr. Beast arrested. Yeah, look. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I don't like or dislike him.
I don't like a lot of things, so I mean, it's not like it's not too severe.
I haven't watched his show either. I don't think I've ever watched a Mr. Beast video.
Neither have I.
You should.
Why?
Just to see what he does.
Oh, okay. Out of pure curiosity.
Yeah,
just so I know.
Because it's interesting stuff. Like, it's great content.
Okay. Go shine my tires, says Jamie. Mike P said they were locked into something with like 100 other people, no beds, only given some oatmeal type stuff to eat. It was to see who could last longer. Okay, Mike, but did they like force them to be there?
I mean, you got to sign a waiver for stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
here's the
surely they didn't know exactly what they were getting into, but I doubt it was like, you know, we're just going to give you a bunch of money to do something you really enjoy.
Yeah.
Like this is, I mean, you signed up for it.
For it.
I feel like
you signed up for it.
I was going to say a different word there, and I just went for it.
You signed up for it?
What fair?
Grandpa, I don't like the Mr. Beast.
Well, you signed up
for it. Well, that's too damn bad.
Let's hear what Mike Schwartz had to say. What's your favorite cut, Jarrett?
Great respect to Mr. Beast.
Ton of respect. Probably.
So much respect. Great respect. Great amount of respect. Incredible respect.
Him talking about how the players have responded to the tough stretch of games. That was pretty good.
Shirley.
How did that sound?
Give me a cut 3.
Pissed off, frustrated, but also able to look in the mirror, and us as a team look in the mirror and say, here's where we have to be better. Maybe it's rebounding. Maybe it's taking care of the basketball. It's a play here. It's a play there. I mean, the other night, I think I looked at it after. North Texas led for 17-something minutes. We led for 17-something minutes, and it was tied for the rest. I mean, that was an even ball game. It's such a fine line. We don't have a great margin for error. I mean, that is something that we know as a team, as a coaching staff. So those finite plays, those runs, we have been hurt with a few runs throughout conference play. There's maybe a run in the first half, a run in the second half, and we got to do what we can to minimize those runs so that teams don't make it a 2, 3, 4 possession game, because we're just not built for that right now.
All right, there is Mike Schwartz from earlier today. I might hit a couple more of his comments. We'll hit a couple when Morgan Ahlers joins us later on in the program. Boy, Wichita's not great.
No.
Wichita minus 7.5.
Yeah, 7-6, something like that. But outside of the Mr. Beast thing, another thing I don't like what this team's doing in the next coming days is they play at Wichita State tomorrow. They leave Wichita State to come back to Greenville. They'll get back around 1 in the morning Sunday, and then they'll leave Monday to go play Tulsa.
On Tuesday.
Yes.
So they'll get a practice in on Sunday. I guess
maybe
when they get to Tulsa on Monday, they'll practice again.
Well, I'm more worried. I don't care about practice. Like just being on a jet.
That travel is going to kill you. And I thought Tulsa would be our best shot in this stretch of games. But knowing that, I'm not too sure.
I would say just leave Wichita, go down to Tulsa, find you a place to practice, and don't have to worry about travel.
I think that was the plan, but it no longer is.
Did Mr. Beast, is he using our hotel that we were going to use in Tulsa?
I don't know.
Mike P. said, it's more about why was this an idea in someone's brain as entertainment. Mike, my only argument to that is they signed up for it.
You signed up for it.
For it.
Gave your word.
What if Mr. Beast's next video is, I spent the next 100 days interrupting ECU basketball?
I don't like this Mr. Beast guy. Well, ECU signed up for it.
Signed up for it.
I have seen some what if Mr. Beast goes the Welcome to Wrexham route? Is it Wrexham? Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, with Rob McElhaney and
just kind of becomes the CEO of ECU athletics or football or basketball. Dumps a ton of money into it.
I just want that money.
Makes a documentary. Okay, then we could be something.
Yeah.
Then we'd get some players.
I don't know.
What don't you know?
If this program will even accept that for basketball. I don't think they care about basketball.
Whoa, dude.
Well, I didn't mean it as that's a hot take. It's just
would you say that ECU basketball is unserious?
Way to go,
Chandler knocks off one on the bingo card.
That's a bingo.
You can't force it, although that did come up naturally.
Yeah.
I admit. I got a thinking problem. You know that one, Jarrett?
Yeah, I think it's David Bell. David Ball.
David Bell sounds like a baseball guy. David Ball.
I think that might be it.
Noah says, has the bingo card been discussed? Are we close? Shirley made a bingo card. Have you mentioned the Raiders yet?
No, but I mean, it's bound to happen in an hour too.
Yeah.
Talking coaching news. And I have my head coach predictions for all the teams that have a head
coach. Look at Jarrett bringing something to the table.
These are based off articles I've been reading.
What do you got, John? What are you bringing to the table?
I'll think about it.
You have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Tony Dunn will join us. We'll make our picks. Well, I love the touchdown score thing we did. It kind of got me more interested. Yeah. How do you not have one single touchdown score?
I tried to get a little cute with it, I think.
Yeah. With Cam Akers, McMillan a little bit.
Well, with Cam Akers, I thought I would have hit something already. But, yeah, whatever. Josh Allen killed me.
Hurts, Allen, and J.K. not scoring. A bit of a surprise.
Yeah, maybe I didn't get too cute with it. Maybe those guys just stink.
That could be it as well. But we will do that hour 2. Let's take a break. We'll come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Be back with you after these words.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Bryan Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Bryan Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. And America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. We got Shirley Rhodes, we got intern Logan, we got intern Hayden, we've got J-Bone, Jarrett Watkins, old car wash boy.
The only one without a hoodie.
Car wash.
Hey, here's a towel. Go give me a shine, kid.
Oh.
Wow.
I feel like it's just such a great insult we could use on Jarrett now.
Why? I don't know about it.
Go shine my tires.
He used to work at a car wash, and it reminded me, like, go get your shine box. Like, go.
Do you remember Adams? And them girls made bank at Adams back in the day.
Yeah, if you pulled up and you saw Jarrett.
Yeah, you're getting 10%.
No, I didn't get a lot of tips.
Nah.
I would tell people, like, oh, no, this car wash sucks. You go to this one, you just take a left out on there.
So you would give them tips?
Yeah. Like, I don't want to work. I don't want to wash your car. Go somewhere where they care.
That's the American way right there. All right. Tony Dunn is here. What's up, Tony?
I am great, man. I'm going around the sun in a different direction, getting younger. And I was listening to Muddy Waters 2 on the way here, the new Red Man. I felt like I was 19.
There's a new Red Man?
Yeah. Wow. It's got 35 songs on it.
35?
It's like 30 or 30. Yeah, it's a lot.
I did not know there was a new Red Man. Why was Method Man trending yesterday?
Oh, he punched some guy.
Yeah, he got arrested.
Like 7 times.
I bet that guy deserved it.
He did.
Yeah.
I love Method Man.
I think it was his daughter's ex-boyfriend.
Oh, good. Good. I need to see that.
Maybe.
I still listen to some old Method Man. All right. Anyway. A couple of things I want to do before we get to the games and the touchdowns. I saw this online. It is, the sports grid.
Yep.
Where you got 2 teams. You got the grass guys. This trivia team was playing last night. I gave them a good one. It was Chiefs Ravens, and I said, hey, throw out my boy T-Cop, Terrence Copper, and they didn't even have a picture for him.
Yeah.
So I know it was less than 1%. But those sports grids, that was fun for a while. I used to do a lot of those. I saw a Panthers grid, and it was good player and loved by fans. Well, I'll just tell you all 3. So it was good player, average player, bad player, loved by fans, fans are divided, hated by fans. So I sent that to Tony and Chandler just to get a little Panthers discussion here on a Friday. So let's fill out those as a group. Loved by fans, good player. Certainly, you could go a lot of ways with this one. Sean, I see you have Luke Kuechly filled in. That's an obvious.
Well, that was the one on the grid.
Well, and Kuechly's my all-time favorite Panther.
Yeah.
So I would have gone Kuechly anyway there.
I think you could go
Greg Olson.
Cam.
I would say Cam's divided.
Yeah. How about Thomas Davis?
You could put Thomas Davis up there for sure.
Greg Olson.
Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
Greg Olson.
Yeah.
Number of guys.
Steve Smith.
Yes.
Steve Smith, yeah, for sure.
Moose.
I got the other. Well, Moose definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
they need an unknown, like not known by fans category. Like Chris Jenkins would be a great player, not really thought of by fans.
Like underappreciated or whatever. All right. Average player loved by fans.
I have up here Mike Tolbert.
Well, first you had him on Fans Are Divided, and I was like, who the hell dislikes Mike Tolbert? He was cool. You dislike Mike Tolbert?
Yeah.
Why?
Because one, everybody.
I like how we're like about to fight Tony.
I know. Everybody liked.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Everybody liked him too much.
Oh, come on.
Because he was.
That's why you hate him?
An average player.
Well, you know why people liked him? Because he's fat.
Okay. The other is that
That's why people like me.
He was not great as a goal line threat. Like, he should have been, like, the bus. But he would take, like, a lot of time to get going.
But the good thing about Mike Tolbert is that he was so fat, he would, and I get what you're saying. Like, he should just go in there easily, but there were so many times where he would bounce. He would literally bounce off.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
Tony, what bus have you ever been on that, like, went from 0 to 50 in 2 seconds? It takes a
I'm
while.
just saying they didn't play like he looked.
All right.
He was almost like a finesse player. He was like Twinkle Toe. He was like, what was it? Was it Yogi the Bear that used to run on his toes?
You got something to that point, like a Kevin James, like fleet of foot fat guy that could kind of dance and stuff.
Yeah.
He was the most athletic fat guy. He could jump over guys.
He's like the Grateful Dead dancing bear.
All right, fine. Hey. Who's an average player that is loved by fans, in your opinion?
Ooh, average player loved by fans.
You have anybody else, John?
Yeah, come back to me.
So Jake Delhomme was up there. I thought he was a little above average, but maybe you could call him average.
He was average.
Definitely loved by fans.
Loved by fans, average. I'm trying to think. Come back. I didn't prepare.
I tried to prepare.
Let me do get the five good player fans divided.
All right, let's go to good. Chandler's got a perfect one. Who do you got?
I'm gonna say Greg Hardy.
Good player, fans divided.
People still like him.
I'd never really stopped liking him. I know that.
But you hate Mike Tolbert.
No, I just think that he was not as good as people thought. And Mike Tolbert's mom came after me on Twitter one time.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I knew there was some personal thing.
I can't believe you're the one guy that doesn't like Mike Tolbert.
What did Mike Tolbert's mom say? You talking about my baby?
Yeah, it was like, because I was like, he's not as good as you were saying. Yeah,
you see my baby's fat.
Yeah.
I can't believe he likes Greg Hardy.
Wow.
Why?
I could see you liking somebody like that.
Excuse so many people that have done crappy stuff in the world, and they're like people like. But I just like, man, that guy got like 16 sacks. He was killing it. Like,
you got a point.
He was almost.
I mean,
all right.
Mine is Tony D'Angelo Williams.
I think that's a great one.
What, average player?
No, good player divided.
Fans divided.
Yeah, only after. Oh, I got average player loved by fans. Deshaun Foster.
Okay, that's a good one. How about
Carolina is in Panthers are in Charlotte near it's in Mecklenburg County.
It's right beside Concord.
Average player, fans are divided. Sean, who you got?
I just put this one down. Dante Jackson.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, he almost went out. I think that he was a average. I would put him as average player hated by fans.
Chandler likes him, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, well.
How about average? Oh, I got
tolerate him.
My average player, another average player loved by fans, Josh Norman.
That sounds like a shot at Josh Norman.
Yeah,
he did have an amazing season.
Oh my gosh, he was awesome.
One amazing
season.
Where would Devin Funchess fall in this?
Oh, I was gonna put him as
salad boy.
I was gonna actually put him as bad player hated by fans.
Really? At the bottom.
Maybe average player.
I would say.
Have you seen Chandler's list?
No.
All right, well, we'll save that one. All right. Well, the toughest one I think is bad player loved by fans. For this one, Tony, I was thinking like of a backup or third string quarterback. Like, does anybody come to mind? Like
I said Joe Webb.
How about who was the guy that went? And I actually kind of liked him. No, do not talk about Demir. That's great player, not liked by fans. That's what that is. Who was the guy that he just was a backup quarterback for us? He threw the touchdown to DJ Moore.
PJ Walker.
PJ Walker.
He mentioned him earlier.
Yeah,
bad player, loved by fans.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll put him down. I agree with that.
I kind of disagree with this one, Chandler. Bad player, fans are divided. You got Derek Anderson. I don't know if he was a bad player.
Oh, totally.
I know another guy
that's a bad person.
He's got Tony blocked on Twitter. Yeah. We should do a whole list of Panthers-related people.
Why does he have you blocked?
I got to remember the story. It was something like he was talking junk about these cops or something. I came out. I wrote, when I was writing we used to have the website, and I'd be writing these stories, and I wrote, Derek Anderson talks junk. I don't, it was like one of those.
Derek Anderson doesn't back the blue.
Yeah, it was something like that.
C3 backs the blue.
Yeah. Black and blue, not Derek Anderson.
Derek Anderson, Cam Newton had a car wreck. Derek Anderson came in and won like 2 or 3 games.
He took the Browns to the playoffs.
Now, I had this I'm petty and I hold grudges on one subject. And the rest of life, I'm not like that. But when it comes to the Panthers and sports, I do. Yeah. And so when it came to Derek Anderson, I hated it. It's not even what he did half the time. It's like how the fans acted. Like there was times where people were saying Derek Anderson's better than Cam. And I was like, I want to.
That's just bait, dude.
And the same was for Andy Dalton. And it was very hard for me to have any care for Andy Dalton when he was signed by the Carolina Panthers because Cam was struggling in 2012 or not having his best season, and Andy Dalton was great, and Panther fans and the whole NFL was like, Andy Dalton's better than Cam. And I was like, just look, open your eyes, folks, and look. Taste and see. Look at Cam.
Feel.
Did you see Cam jump on the helicopter?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty bad.
Beat that guy to a pole?
Stephen Ball would go, holy cow, look how big he is.
All right, so we got some. Sam Mills would be in the good player loved by fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a good call, Jamie.
Yep.
This is a little before y'all's time. I remember him, but where would you put Tim Biaka-Batuka?
Ooh.
Average player
I can't
fans
answer
are
that.
divided, maybe?
I would say average player fans hated.
Hated? Why? Because he was like a high pick?
Injury prone.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he didn't play enough for them to love,
All right.
Frustration.
Speaking of hate, good player hated by fans. Who do you got, Sean?
I got Kelvin Benjamin.
I don't know if he was a good player.
Yeah, I wouldn't say good.
Oh,
he was pretty
I
good.
was going to say average player hated. No. Yeah, he was average. He had two good seasons. Fans are divided on. I had another one that just came to me. Come back. It was a good one.
Do you have a good player that was hated by fans, Tony, for whatever reason?
Greg Hardy.
Yeah.
Some unknown reason.
Well, I could tell you the reason. I think it was all Nelly was the problem.
Oh, a little bit of hot.
Yeah, it was all over Nelly.
Ooh, Jamie says, where do you put Kevin Green on that list? Oh. All right, I mentioned this one too. I wasn't going to bring it up, but average player hated by fans. Chandler has Ray Caruth. Yeah, you could put him in.
Yeah.
Whatever of those categories.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those names we don't say.
Yeah, you don't say that name. Somebody, Noah said Caruth, and I guess he's talking about hated. I guess he's talking about this one.
All right, tell Tony your.
Oh, I got a good player hated by fans. Cameron Artis-Payne.
He's not.
Wait,
he's not a good player.
Did you say good player?
Yeah, he was good.
He's not.
Oh my gosh,
he was good. He could have been great.
That's the problem with us when we like pick out a rookie that we're gonna love no matter what. That was Tony's guy. He wanted to see.
Oh, and every time he touched the ball, he was amazing.
Let me look at his career average.
Where's Fozzie Whitaker?
Look at his
on your
preseason
list?
stats. He just dominated.
Where's Fozzie Whitaker on your list?
Average
People like
player
him, right?
loved by fans.
Tell Tony you're a bad player hated by fans.
Beignet Benwickery.
I got one, Tony.
Oh man, I like Ben I too.
I got one that he mentioned earlier. Byron Bell.
Oh God!
See,
every Friday Tony would come on. I don't know what year it was, and just talk junk about Byron Bell.
How about bad player hated by fans? Matt Khalil.
Oh yes!
Oh wow!
The left tackle. We had Ryan Khalil.
Okay.
We signed his brother Matt for the Vikings, and we were like, "Yeah, we're going to have him play with his brother on the offensive line." He was awful.
So Ryan is good player loved by fans. Matt is bad player hated by fans.
Correct.
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
We're playing tic-tac-toe with the Khalils.
Cameron Artis-Payne career yards per attempt 4.2. Not terrible.
Not terrible.
It's average.
Yeah. There you go.
It's above
average player.
Yeah.
By 0.2.
I still think that he did something to get in Ron Rivera's doghouse.
I mentioned this name earlier. I don't have any place on my graph, but Trey Boston. Where do you put him?
Average player divided by fans.
Okay.
Trey Boston is a great example of so many players in the NFL that can be good on good teams. Like when they're playing with other good players, they can make a big difference. But when they're on their own and they take on the role, they just can't do it without the supporting cast.
Noah's got a good one here. Mike Rimmers, who got demolished by Von Miller in the Super Bowl.
Average player hated by fans. Poor Mike Rimmers he just ran into a wall in week 12. Like, he was good 1 through 12. He was tired after that.
All right, let's do a little.
Ask Noah if that's Noah from the C3
His name is No One. I just call him Noah because I don't like using dumb names from YouTube. Let's do some Washington Raider stuff before we take a break. So, loved by fans, good player. Darryl Green was the first guy I thought of. You can go Sean Taylor there.
Riggins.
John Riggins. I mean, we got to.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown.
No.
Good player, hated by fans.
He never played a down for us, so I don't really know if you
Came in that hot air balloon. It was so awesome.
What do y'all think about fans are divided, average player, Robert Griffin III? Was he an average player? I mean, he just didn't play enough, but he was Rookie of the Year.
You have to say average because you saw the potential in him.
Yeah.
That first year.
Good player, fans are divided, Trent Williams. People don't like the way he ended his time in Washington. I put that more on the team than Trent. Some guys put that on Trent.
What about average player, not liked by fans, and Kirk Cousins?
Not bad. I would say more divided, but you could throw him in there, definitely.
What
That's
about
a
guy?
call.
What about a guy we mentioned for our team earlier, Josh Norman, specifically with the Redskins?
Josh Norman made some big plays. Not really. His coverage wasn't great, but man, he could force a fumble. He seemed to always be on. I like Josh Norman. He was fine, but I would say people would probably be divided because we expect him to be like our shutdown guy, and he really wasn't that.
Could you do almost every free agent wide receiver except for Moss?
For Washington?
Yeah.
Every free agent, every draft pick receiver other than Terry McLaurin, I could definitely put
what
in these
about
bad
Terrell
players.
Pryor? Bad player, bad.
Hated by fans. Yeah. Yep, that's a good one, actually. All right, give me some Raiders real quick. Who's a good player loved by fans?
You could do so many, but I'll go Charles Woodson.
All right.
Or Howie.
We came up with Jarrett. This is especially for you. Good player hated by fans.
Devontae.
Good player fans divided?
Oh, man, that's tough.
Well, you have an average player fans divided. That was
Derek Carr.
Your quarterback, right?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. Fair.
Average player loved by everybody. I would go Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah.
Who's no longer on the team.
How do people, good player fans divided? How about Josh Jacobs? How do people feel about him?
Yeah, the way everything went down, but it's both sides that just were terrible in that whole thing.
The both sides being the Raiders and how they used him. He didn't have a catch.
Josh Jacobs, he's a running back. What do we need to throw him the ball for?
It's 2024.
We had Devontae Adams. We had Jacoby Myers. We had Hunter Renfrow.
What do we need to catch the ball for?
What about
What does that even?
What about Marshawn Lynch?
Marshawn Lynch. Everybody loved him. He's from Oakland, but I mean that was the tail end of his career, so I don't really know where to put him.
Where would Raiders Randy Moss end up on
Bad,
this?
hated by everybody.
That's crazy. I mean, it might be right, but
I'm not going with Randy Moss.
No, I'm saying like Raiders version of Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Where would he be?
It was a
throw the ball to himself.
Where would Dwayne Harris be?
Dwayne Harris, average, loved.
Really? They
Yeah.
did love him.
I mean, he was a great punt returner.
Anybody else bad player loved?
Average divided, I would go Zay Jones.
Was he even average?
He was.
I mean, we know how good he is, but like in the NFL.
Yeah, he had some really good catches.
He had the game winner.
Is he
And some
with
not so
Jacksonville?
great. No, he's in Arizona.
He didn't play a ton this year.
I'm trying to think of bad loved by everybody.
Good love.
Don't you have
Bo Jackson.
Richie Incognito?
Richie Incognito, I think was average.
Average and
Hated by teammates.
Yes, hated by
fans
teammates.
loved him. I loved him.
Hey, you weren't getting bullied by the guy.
No.
All right, let's take a break so we can make some picks. That was fun. Good little discussion. Yeah. If you think of any more names as we go, feel free to throw them out.
Before we get a break, I just thought about this. We have been talking ECU baseball on the program. Had Austin Knight on yesterday. Got an email today from Chip, SID over at ECU Baseball. ECU Media Day is coming up. It is Monday, January 27th. It'll be at Clark LeClaire Stadium. So baseball season is nearing.
All right, let's do a quick lightning round because we got some names here. Kerry Collins, that was a little before y'all's time, but I would say Panthers fan. Oh, good point.
For Panthers, it would be bad player. Hated by fans and by teammates as well.
Yeah, that's before my time.
We've got John Casey. Now, this is sad because everybody's going to remember the Super Bowl, but he was a really good Panther for a long time.
Divided.
So divided.
Divided.
And you might say good player. D'Angelo Hall.
I fear God, homie.
I would say divided. Average player divided.
For us.
No, me and Jared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough.
He did. Did he play a lot for the Raiders? Wait, did he start? Who did he start with?
I can't even remember.
He might have started there.
I've got one for you. I don't think we mentioned his name.
Who?
Good player. Divided. Roman Harper.
Ryan Kerrigan.
Tony loves these jailbirds. Didn't he get in trouble for something? Yeah, he got in trouble for something bad, didn't he?
Kerrigan?
Or am I thinking of Darren? No.
Who did you say?
Roman Harper.
Roman. No, he didn't get in trouble.
So I'm thinking of Darren Sharper.
Yeah, that's the bad one.
Sorry, Roman. Who you got?
Ryan Kerrigan.
Good player, loved by fans. Unless you want to call him an average player, but I would say good. I love. Everybody loved Kerrigan. Frank Reich. Nobody. Jared said we should do this for coaches. Jamie says Gruden, McDaniels. Where would Ron Rivera be?
Oh,
average divided.
I would say good.
You were going to say loved.
I was going to say good divided.
Okay. John Fox, average divided.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Panthers coaches just be
average divided. Yeah. We'll take a break, come back, and make some picks after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of Barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with U.S. Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. U.S. Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks. And now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. U.S. Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey, Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostics testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
Bostic Sugg Furniture's January sale and clearance is happening now. We've made dramatic price reductions on furniture and mattresses store-wide to make room for new styles. Save up to 70% off discontinued items. Don't miss your chance to get beautiful furniture at exceptional values. Plus, 6-month special financing. New year, new mattress, better sleep. Save on our great selection of comfortable mattresses with up to 48-month special financing during the January sale and clearance at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
I love it.
Pirate Radio.
I'm glued all day.
Pirate Radio.
Listen to me rocks, baby.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime, anywhere at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. And as we head back into the show, I have a news update for you clip. This coming from media relations over to East Carolina. Former East Carolina linebacker Bruce Bivens has returned as he's been hired as the Director of Football Player Development.
Awesome. I've seen him a lot in the years since he left out at practice and around the facility.
On the sideline.
He's been working, so good for Bruce. I like Bruce.
And also, Blake Harrell announced that Brian Butterworth and Ryan McManus will now serve as senior analysts. Butterworth for defense, McManus for offense.
Very cool.
Ryan McManus, the man.
Big fan of Ryan McManus as well. All right, thank you for that, Shirley Rhodes. Let's make some picks. So I've just done away with the records because since we've added you get 2 points for a touchdown score in the playoffs, I'm just going to go by wins and points. Tony called up because last week he said Nico Collins, George Pickens, James Cook, Dallas Goedert, and Mike Evans would all score touchdowns. He was right. The only one he missed was Justin Jefferson, which is crazy. That's the one you missed. But that allowed you to get within 4 points of me. I'm at 183. Tony's at 179. Jarrett had 0 touchdown scores last week. Had a few off the wall guys, but had Dobbins, had Josh Allen, had Jalen Hurts. Just couldn't find the
Dobbins one doesn't hurt as much.
I had a pretty good week. I had Mixon, Henry.
I was mad when he got in, actually.
And Kyron. Who?
Mixon.
Yeah,
because
that was
like,
late
man,
in the game.
I'm pulling it. I'm pulling close.
Chan Man had Ladd score and Bucky score. So you had 2. Chon at 157, Bone 172. So, Chon, you get the first pick of the game that you want to pick a touchdown score on. Who are you? Let's go and do that.
I'm going to go Commanders at Lions.
All right, so that'll be Chon. Jarrett, what game do you want to have the first pick?
Oh, man, I'll go Rams-Eagles.
Okay. Tony.
I'll take Ravens-Bills.
Man, I thought y'all were going to give me Derrick Henry again.
Sorry.
You're going to be crazy.
Learned my lesson last week on that.
God, I got the worst game because the Chiefs are so random with their scoring. We will start with that game. Remind me of last week, Tony, because you said you were close to picking the Texans. I feel like it's not like we thought the Chargers were world beaters or even Super Bowl contenders, but basically I feel like we just kind of bypassed the Texans.
Well, I think the entire NFL and
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, community has. And while the Texans haven't been pretty and like they haven't won sexily all season, they've found ways to be successful. I mean, and
beating bad teams.
I mean, they started 5-1, finished 5-6.
We get all of these caveats about why they're not good, and they are really rallying around their coach, and
defense was awesome.
Stroud
made enough plays.
Yeah, I mean, Stroud, was it that last week or the week before where he was third down, fumbles the snap, circles out?
Oh, it was last week.
Yeah, I mean, so it's always, and it just doesn't look good on paper. I think people don't. I'm sure the Texan fans feel like they're being undervalued as a team. And, the Texans probably feel like that themselves as players.
Yeah.
And they showed it last
Well,
week.
you saw Rex Ryan on the Countdown show said the Chargers basically get a bye week.
Yeah.
And then in the locker room, they're smoking cigars saying we should
said
Rex
that?
Ryan pack.
Oh, Rex
I feel
Ryan.
like we should just, anytime Rex Ryan picks anything, you should just chalk it up to the
he
opposite.
picked himself to get the Jets job, and it's not looking likely.
Tell you what, though, his wife's feet.
Yeah.
What?
Andy Reid, 21-4 following a regular season bye week. This is a postseason bye week, but either way, for that reason, I'm picking the Chiefs to win this game. Tony?
I am going to go with the Chiefs as well. I'll be rooting for, I'm going with the Chiefs.
I, too, will be rooting for Houston. But
Yeah.
There will be no bigger Houston fan in North Carolina than me, but I'm going Chiefs.
This is an opportunity to get rid of the entire AFC West out of the playoffs.
Yes. 2 down, 1 to go.
John?
I'm going Chiefs here.
All right. Touchdown. Boy, I got the first pick in this one. I don't like this at all because Joe Mixon is banged up. I'm going to go playoff Kelsey touchdown. I'll go Travis Kelsey. John, touchdown score.
I'm going to go Worthy here.
Xavier Worthy. Jarrett.
Oh, man. I'll go. It's tough. I'll go with Pacheco. He's back.
I'm rocking
Tony?
I'm rocking with Nico.
Go back to the well with Nico Collins. All right. Somebody's got to score for the Texans, right?
Yeah.
All right. Commanders at Lions. Do y'all give my boys any kind of chance here?
Hey, any given Saturday?
That's right. Any given Saturday night.
Saturday nights are right for fights, man.
I'll take the Commanders.
Why?
Because I really want them to win, and I like the magic that Jaden Daniels brings to this team, especially on the offensive side. And y'all's defense has looked scrappy and has been forcing some turnovers. I know the Bucs had some unforced turnovers last week, but maybe that happens tomorrow. I could see it happening.
People are saying, and I'm in the bubble, but I want to hear people outside of the bubble. Like, this is one of the best rookie quarterback seasons of all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's just hard to top Stroud's from last year.
I think he's already topped it.
For him to be in the game, period, last week, on the road in a playoff game, his first ever playoff game, and for him to get down the field and put his team in a position to win the ball game is pretty impressive.
I think what separates him from Stroud maybe is the fourth down numbers. He's got like 12 fourth quarter touchdown or fourth quarter numbers and fourth down numbers. They've been great on.
How about
both.
Jaden Daniels rushing touchdown this game? Good Lord, it's coming. It's going to happen.
All right, well, wait.
I'm not picking it, though.
Okay.
That's not who I'm picking.
I'm going to say the Lions win this game, but, man, hell of a season for my guys. Jarrett.
Lions.
And Tony.
I'm going Lions.
All right, so first up with the touchdown score, Chandler Honeycutt. Who you got?
I'm going Gibbs.
Yeah.
Never mind, you took me.
What is he, like, -3 something to score?
It's got to be something like that.
Although David Montgomery's returning, I don't know. Here's my hot
with the
take.
injury.
Here's my hot
It's
take.
going to be Gibbs getting the heavy.
Dan Campbell goes too much Montgomery, kind of messes with Gibbs, doesn't get enough carries. Okay,
I get what you're trying to. Yeah, I like what you're trying to do.
Are they
there.
getting out of the vulture phase? Like, as Gibbs?
Montgomery's been hurt, so it's been all Gibbs,
Is he
and he's
playing?
been awesome.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, he's supposed to come back this week. It could be Gibbs. Oh, that's how it's been. Gibbs running to the 2 and then Montgomery scoring. Yeah, we could see more of that.
Montgomery's the vulture.
All right, J-Bone, touchdown score.
I'll go Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra. Tony, touchdown.
I'm going Daniels then.
I like it. All right.
They've unleashed the legs again.
I got Laporta. I could go Montgomery on his return. I
That's
could
a safe
go Terry.
Jamison Williams.
Terry time. I could go De'Ami Brown, who all of a sudden is awesome.
Zacchaeus. Jamison Crowder.
Let's go with see. Who
Say Ertz.
scored?
Oh, yeah, he's been playing well, right?
Eckler.
You got look at all these names we're spewing out right here.
I'm gonna
Does that
go.
fire you up, dude?
I'm gonna go Sam Laporta.
Good safe bet.
All right, Rams at Eagles. I said it earlier. People treat these Eagles like it's a house of cards just waiting to fall down. They're 14-3. I didn't watch a lot of the second half of that game last week, but all I heard coming out of it, despite the score and despite them really controlling the game, like, boy, the Eagles didn't look good today in their win. But like, I'm gonna keep riding these guys. I got them in the Super Bowl.
I've been there the whole time. I think if we got to go back to, did you save our Super Bowl picks?
I mean, I don't think any changed.
No, from like the beginning of the.
Who'd you have?
I want to say I had the Eagles.
I had the Ravens.
I had Lions, Chiefs.
I don't think I had the Eagles before the season. I think I had like a Lions Chiefs too, but like pre-playoffs, I went Eagles.
I have not swayed from the Eagles.
I know you've been on
all
the Eagles.
season, and I'm picking the Eagles here.
All right, Jared, you were a big Rams guy last week. Your favorite play of the week?
Yeah.
Are you sticking with them?
No, this is my favorite play of the week with the Eagles -6.5. Rams traveling across the country on a short week in the snow.
Fires.
Stuff, man. It's
All
gonna
right.
be some tough stuff.
And John.
I'm going Rams. I said I was going to hop on the train. I'm probably late to that party.
Very.
But, hey, at least I showed up to it.
Yeah.
Jared, you get first touchdown pick here.
Oh, man. I'm going to go A.J. Brown.
All right.
That Rams secondary suspect.
Tony.
Touchdown score?
Yep.
Who'd they go? I'm sorry.
Rams, Eagles, A.J. Brown gone.
A.J. Brown going. And I'm first up then?
Second, because A.J. Brown's gone.
I'll go Puka.
All right. Boy, Saquon didn't get in last week. I'm going to say he gets in this week. Give me Saquon Barkley.
Oh, dang. I should have gone Hurts.
And John.
Williams. Kyron Williams.
Kyron, he got in last week.
How'd nobody pick Hurts? Tush
I don't know. You had a pick.
I know. I did. I thought as soon as I said it.
You took Eagles, I'm assuming?
I did. All right, let's see how split we are on Ravens at Bills. I've already given you a spoiler because I told you my Super Bowl. I love this game.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, coming off of this and the society we live in, the sports society, the sports talk, are we going to give credit to the winner, or are we just going to crap on Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson?
It depends on how the game goes. If it's like Buffalo-Cincinnati from 2 years ago,
It's like 45-38.
where the Bengals just went into Buffalo and whooped them in like a favorable environment, you'll crap on the Bills.
But if it's like Bills-Chiefs, where the Bills didn't touch it in overtime that time, you'll give them both credit.
I think if the Bills don't get out of the divisional again, you got to start looking at Sean McDermott as what he truly is.
And just look at him?
Yeah, as what he truly is.
You've been trying to get him out of town forever.
Well, they had the fall guy with Leslie Frazier, and it's not like it got better since.
Gosh, the weather.
What do we got?
It's brutal.
It's teens, snow.
What time is the
We
game
got some
at?
snow. We got some snow.
6:30, 6 o'clock, something like that.
It is going to be 17 degrees, 20% chance of snow.
By God.
And I'm not changing my pick. I know who I'm picking.
I'm always going to say I like outdoor football, but there is an argument that you want to see the best players on a surface. But are we all in favor of outdoor stadiums?
Yes.
Especially Buffalo, Cleveland.
Tony?
I don't know.
Tony.
I mean, I think it's cool because of like the nostalgia part.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're really turning. What you do is you give advantages to teams that play a certain style at that point.
Well, I think in Buffalo, this favors the Ravens.
I secretly agree. We're not secretly. I just said it. Not good at keeping secrets.
I secretly agree. Tony agrees. Shh,
well, Dan, can I just make my pick? The Ravens.
I am also taking the Ravens.
Oh, man.
I think Lamar's going to be pissed that he's not getting MVP.
What are you old manning about?
Because I'm going Ravens, too.
Well, that means Jared is also going.
I'm going Baltimore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't hit Derrick Henry in this cold of weather. He ain't going down. Unless you hip drop tackle,
And you
which
already
is
know
15
who
yards.
my pick is.
No, they don't call that. Have you seen a hip drop
it's the
call?
playoffs.
There's been
They'll call
one. They called it against the Panther.
It's the playoffs. They'll call it, and it's going to be an outrage.
Oh, is that going to be our outrage of the playoffs?
Wait, who'd you pick?
Baltimore.
Okay.
All right, Tony, you're up first. Touchdown score.
I'll take the King.
Got in twice last week. I got Cook. I got Allen. I got Lamar. Cook, Allen, Lamar. Allen didn't score last week. So I'm going to say he gets in this week. Give me Josh Allen. John.
I got to go Cook here. He's a touchdown machine.
Hey, just go and let him.
Just let him cook.
And J-Bone.
Jeez, this is tough. Man. I will go with Dalton Kincaid.
I went with him last week.
All right. Nobody had the third string running back that made the play of the year with Josh Allen
in the back of the
end zone.
Oh, Ty Johnson.
Yeah, who is that guy?
He's the third string running back.
Okay. Yeah.
And Ray Davis, I believe, is doubtful or out this week.
Was that the play of the year?
Yeah.
Fourth down. Josh Allen rolls.
Yeah. Flip the switch there.
Sometimes you can see like the way a quarterback sets up and throws. You're like, and the camera's not showing where the ball is going, but you're like, oh, this is going to be a catch. This guy's going to be wide open. Like that Josh Allen throw, it was like, there's no way this is going to be complete.
Well, if they call it incomplete on the field, do you think it stands as incomplete?
I do.
Okay.
I do, because it was that tight. All right, Tony, enjoyed it, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy the playoffs.
You guys have a great weekend.
I need you to root for my Manders as hard as you can. I'd appreciate that. We'll see you next week.
Great football, by the way, this weekend.
I agree.
Monday, too. College football.
Yeah. Notre Dame, Ohio State.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you care about that at all?
Yeah. I'm Catholic.
All right.
I'm fighting for the true faith. I didn't want to say it.
Secretly. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Bryan Hanks, had a chance to catch up with him earlier today. Talk a little high school hoops and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates! Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at KyrasFloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, let's quickly hit my interview with Bryan Hanks from earlier today. As caught up with him to let you know what's going on at Kinston High School coming up on Saturday. Talk some area hoops and more. Here's my chat with Bryan Hanks. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, he is Mr. Kinston. He is the host of the Bryan Hanks Show. He is the dude, Bryan Hanks. Hanks, how you doing, man?
I am doing very good, man. It's my honor to be on your show, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but I'm going to anyway. I'm a huge fan, man. I hope you know that. Every time I'm in Greenville, man, I turn you on, so to speak, and listen to you. And thank you for the movie tickets a few months ago. My wife and I want to thank you. We had a great time, okay?
What'd you go see?
Oh, goodness gracious. Now you're going to put me up against. Hey, wifey, what movie did we go see?
I only go to like one movie a year, so it's easy for me to remember. I saw Twisters, and that's it. That's the only one I've seen in the theater.
Dude, I think it was Twisters. I think that is what we saw.
Around that time, yeah.
Yep.
So, Bryan, big. Yeah, of course. Big deal going on at Kinston High School this weekend. It's the 2025 Brandon Ingram MLK Showcase, and I guess headlined by the Vikings of Kinston in the nightcap. But 5-6 games coming up, and I'll be on the call for a couple of those, so I'm very excited about that. I'll be seeing some of the action. But Bryan, you go back to the beginning of this thing, right? How did this all get going? And Brandon's been such a great guy in the community, obviously. But how about this tournament in particular? What was the genesis of it?
I got to tell you, got to give a lot of credit, and you'll be talking to him tomorrow too, I'm sure. But and Brandon is an absolute awesome guy, as we all know. But this really is his father. Donald Ingram has been the impetus behind this and has really put this thing together year in and year out, and just raises a lot of money. The proceeds that are raised from this go to help the athletic programs at Kinston High School. In past years, they help basketball, obviously, but in past years, they've helped football. They've helped the track teams. They've helped the band. There's going to be a lot of great things that are going to take place tomorrow. But that was the way this whole thing started, was that Donald really wanted to do something for the community that would be that would be real and that would be tangible. And doing this, I mean, I think last year they gave $25,000 from this last year to help out. And it's going to be similar this year. Man, there's some great surprises that I'm not allowed to tell, that I'm sure you probably already know too, that we can't share. But some great surprises that are going to take place at tomorrow's event.
All right. I might be surprised as well. So I'm looking forward to that coming up Saturday at Kinston High School. And I believe the $20 entry, does that cover everything, Bryan?
Absolutely. The $20, that covers if you get there at 11 a.m. tomorrow and you stay and watch all 6 games. Or if you get there at, well, let me just say this. If you try to get there at 5:30, even for the final 7:30 game, you're probably not going to be able to get in. That's been one of the trademarks of this so far, dude, is that, man, by 5:30, 5:45 at the latest, this thing is sold out. And if you plan on coming to any of those games, you need to get there comfortably to be able to get in the seats that you want to get in, probably by no later than 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Bryan Hanks joining us. Of course, the headliner, Kinston and Goldsboro at 7:30, but a lot of games before that. I was telling you what games I was doing, Bryan, and said I had Southwest Onslow and Eastern Randolph, and you said I will be pleased with watching Southwest Onslow on the basketball court because they've had, believe it or not, Kinston's number over the recent years, right? So how about those guys and any other teams, any players you're excited to see coming up on Saturday?
Oh, absolutely. And it begins with the South Lenore and Ashley game. If you remember back in the day, Wells Gullidge was the head basketball coach at Kinston High School, led them to 3 state championships in 2008, 2010, and 2012. Well, he is a head basketball coach at Ashley High School, and that'll be the first game of the day. It's always a big deal. Wells is still got that just that cult of personality around him that everybody just loves him. He'll be there for the first game. And South Lenore participating in this for the very first time. Again, you were mentioning Southwest Onslow in the second game. Man, you talk about a team, and you said it best, dude, that has had Kinston's number, has beaten Kinston 3 consecutive times, all in the regular season. And in fact, 17 straight years Kinston had won their conference championship from being in 3A and even down to 2A. And that ended last year pretty much at the hands of Southwest Onslow, too. The third game of the day, which is Swansboro at New Hanover. Check this one out for size, Clip. Swansboro is going to come in. Now, they're 11-0 as we sit here right now. They will be 12-0 after they beat Dixon tonight because Dixon hasn't won a game yet. And I'm not denigrating Dixon. Now, watch. I say that, and you know what's going to end up happening now is Dixon's going to have the upset of the century. But Swansboro is going to be 12-0 in tomorrow's game. And then on top of that, New Hanover, a traditional powerhouse in the state of North Carolina, they're 12-2 going into tomorrow. So you're going to have 2 teams with a combined 24-2 mark playing in that third game. And then again, that White Oak South game that you're going to be doing, another great game. South Meg, coached by former Kinston assistant coach Chris McDonald. It's just going to be a great day of basketball. And then obviously Kinston versus Goldsboro, the very last game of the day, has always come down to being a very good one. Here's a little trivia for you that I think is going to blow your mind a little bit here, Clip. Kinston has been doing this every year since 2020. They've never won in it. How's that for trivia for you?
Oh, wow.
The first 3 years of it, at Farmville Central in the nightcap, as we know how good the Jaguars have been from the neck of the woods. And then the last couple of years with Goldsboro. Goldsboro has beaten Kinston. So Kinston is 0-5 in their own event. How often do you see that happen?
That is, I would not have got that one right if it was asked via trivia. Bryan Hanks joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Hanks, is there the next great Kinston basketball player to come out? Like, how are they looking this year? Any names to watch out for? Because obviously they've sent so many guys to universities and even the pros.
Oh, we've got try this one on for size. We've got 5 guys right now, Clip, that are playing Division I basketball. I'm not talking about playing D2 or community college. We've got 5 guys from Kinston High School right now playing, and the pipeline continues here in Kinston. In fact, a player, a last name that you're very familiar with, Terrence Copper's son, Tyreek Copper. He is a junior at Kinston High School. He's one of the best receivers in the nation. But let me tell you something. He's a hell of a basketball player, too. He's a leading scorer for Kinston High School right now. Averaging, they have very balanced scoring, but he's averaging about 12 or 13 points a game. Then a pair of sophomores, Keyshawn Herring and Jamarian Washington, are, like I said, a pair of sophomore guards. And they're both averaging in that 11, 12 points a game range, too. And all three of those guys will be playing D1 athletics. Tyreek, obviously, will be playing college football, and we're hoping just right up the street from you over at Dowdy Ficklin.
That'd be nice, but I know a lot of schools want his services, and I was sitting in this chair Wednesday talking to Holt Nailers, Terrence Copper, a future guest on the Holt Nailers show, and I said it then, I'll say it again. Terrence Copper, one of the greatest guys ever. Love T-Cop. He did some stuff with us at Pirate Radio here years ago, and I still keep up with him, but very happy to hear about his son's success, because I remember when he would come in the studio, he was a very nice young man, and looking forward to seeing him on the court. That'll be fun coming up on Saturday. Big weekend, obviously, Hanks, with the basketball and also the football, and I got a game to watch tomorrow night. I know you have some tie-ins with the Ravens, right? So you looking forward to Sunday night?
I am, for sure, but don't get it twisted. In fact, I was looking. I can't believe I'm disappointing myself that here in my office I don't have my Washington Commanders hat right here with me either. I know you're a big Commanders guy. I love our Commanders, too,
Yeah.
and just so pleasantly surprised the way this year has been. But, yes, you're right. My two stepsons, big Baltimore.
I know Scott's fired up, right?
Oh, I'm telling you, they are they're beyond fired up. I'm fired up for them, and we're all in this household praying for a Ravens versus Commanders Super Bowl, although we may be a year or two out from that.
Yeah, a little ahead of schedule, but looking forward to Commanders Lions coming up. Bryan, what else you got going on, man? What's you can tell folks about your show or anything else? I know you got a lot of you wear many hats, I'll say that.
Well, I need to with this receding hairline. I need to wear as many hats as possible, dude. But no, I'm just very excited about tomorrow. I mean, we've been pointing to tomorrow for a long time here in Kinston. It's a big deal. Now. This is going to be is this the first time you've come to it?
It will be, yes, sir.
Oh, you are going to be you're going to be blown away, Cliff. You really are. It is a lot of fun. This whole community comes together. Now they've put new bleachers in at Kinston High School. I don't know the last time you were there, but it reduced the capacity about 200, 220. So we're only able to get about 1,600, maybe 1,650 folks in Viking Gymnasium. And let me tell you something. Every seat, by the time you finish your second game tomorrow, that White Oak South Met game, it'll be full in Viking Gymnasium. But to answer your question, we've been pointing towards this so long, I really don't even know what's happening after Saturday, to tell you.
Last time I called a basketball game, it was Baby T, Terquavion Smith, and Farmville Central taking on Bobby Pettiford's team in Minji. So it's been a long time since I called a game. It was a high-level game, and I'm looking forward to some of the same quality of play tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. Hanks, thanks as always, man. We'll keep in touch and get you back on the show another time, but looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, man.
Hey, it's absolutely my honor. Don't forget BrandonIngramInvitational.com. You can listen to Clip Brock call that game right there. BrandonIngramInvitational.com tomorrow afternoon.
There is. Thank you,
Bryan Hanks, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break, come back. Morgan Ahlers joins us coming up to kick off Hour 3. We'll talk Pirate Hoops, NFL playoffs, and more. Back with you after this.
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rajay Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? January 18th at the Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1. I will be there signing autographs. I will be there interacting with people. I will be there for pictures. Anything you want me to do, I'm there for it. I miss Pirate Nation. I can't wait to see you. Meet me there at Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1, January 18th. Love y'all.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
How much America is in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie pants, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive, and legs spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More Loko USA. Tastes like freedom.
Jimmy John's introduces the Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club. Enjoy premium roast beef or turkey, crisp bacon, smoked cheddar cheese, and an all-new creamy sriracha bourbon sauce to take it up a notch. All on freshly baked French bread. This Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club is here for a limited time, so get yours today in-store or on the app. Watch for Jimmy John's popular pickle chips coming soon and peppermint cookies in December. Jimmy John's on Fire Tower Road, Cotant Street, or Moy Boulevard in Greenville, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
It's winter sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. Prices have been reduced on all your favorite men's and women's dress and casual apparel. All ladies' clothing is now 1/2 off, and men's apparel is 25% off. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington. Come see us now before it's all gone.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
I'm here with Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Pools. Jamie, what's new?
For starters, we're building our new building out at 5019 Highway 43 South. We've also put together a 10-day pool package.
A 10-day pool package? What does that mean?
Well, people think pools take a long time, but with this package, we break ground and have you swimming in 10 days. Go to CarolinaHardscapesandPools.com or by calling 364-1201. You can stop by our office on Fire Tower Road. We can make your backyard dreams into a reality with landscaping, patios, fireplaces, and outdoor kitchens.
Carolina Hardscapes and Pools.
Enjoy the outdoors.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine has been locally owned for 50 years, and they're your number one stop for adventure. With 4 locations in eastern North Carolina, Big Rock Power Sports has everything you need to conquer the outdoors. With their knowledgeable staff and wide selection, they aim to consistently exceed expectations and provide you with the very best in industry-leading products such as Can-Am, Honda, Yamaha, and Polaris. So if you're in the market for an ATV, side-by-side, motorcycle, personal watercraft, or boat, make Big Rock Power Sports and Marine your next stop. Big Rock Power Sports, choose your adventure. And Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and on Greenville Boulevard, and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3. Shirley Rhodes is here. Intern Logan, intern Hayden. Chan Man to my left. Going a full 3 hours again today?
Hey, man.
Better rest up this weekend.
I know. I'm already starting to get a little sleepy, but I'll power through the last hour.
And Jared Watkins here as well. Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What's up, Morg?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday, and it's a beautiful Friday night. And I'm blessed to be here on the radio with you guys.
Boy, that voice sounds better than it did last week, so that's a good thing.
Feels a lot better. I talked to the doctor, and he asked me. He said, "You know Clip Brock?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Well, he's apparently Agent Zero, or that starts it all." So, thank you, Clip.
Yeah, sorry about that. Glad you're better. Speaking of Agent Zero, this doesn't matter at all, but somebody put out, who was this? This is like one of those big conglomerates, like a Barstool type thing. It was Underdog, and it has all their analysts making predictions. And like 1 out of 20 picked the Washington Commanders to beat the Detroit Lions. And that great NFL football analyst, when you think of like guys you trust when it comes to football, knowledge, X's and O's, Gilbert Arenas. Former NBA guard, picks the Commanders. Now, why they even put him on, I don't know. But all of a sudden, I'm a big Gilbert Arenas fan.
He was an answer for trivia not too long ago. Did he have an incident with a gun?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Morgan, would you like to also pick the Commanders to beat the Lions?
Would I like the Commanders to beat Tampa Bay last week? Go back and run the tape.
You did, sir. You were correct on that.
Thank you very much.
Now, I'm asking you about this week's game.
I would like to make you feel good, but I think it's going to be a really good game. I just think Detroit might be on a mission this year, and I think Detroit has the potential to go all the way.
Chandler, I kind of got on you a little bit, but like I totally agree with what you were saying. Like you like this Lions team. It is a feel-good story, and they're so damn fun to watch.
Yes.
Like offensively, they are just stacked at every position. So as much as I want my team to win, if they lose, I will be devastated, of course, but I would not mind seeing Dan. I like Dan Campbell as well, as a lot of folks do. I would not mind seeing them win. And Morgan, we've watched football for many, many years. We're not used to watching Detroit this late in the season, are we? Like, this is definitely new for them here in the last few years, and it is a feel-good story.
Well, it really is, and I'm going to go back just a second. You said you would be devastated if your Commanders lost. No, you might be disappointed. Devastated is when they haven't seen the playoffs in 97 years. That's devastation. The Commanders are playing, in the second round of the NFL playoffs, and they're setting themselves up for the future. I really believe that, and I think, that you're going to be hearing from them for a while now with the coaching. If they keep the coaching staff and stay healthy and keep building on what they've got a bright future. But I think Detroit might be a little bit too much for them. And yeah, they are feel good. I just love watching their head coach out there get after it, and he's tough. And I think Dan Quinn's the same way. He's a tough coach, and it's fun. They're fun to watch.
Yeah, I remember 2012, Robert Griffin III, Rookie of the Year. Man, we were set up for years. I went into a coma after that. How did that turn out? Did we have success? Did we go to the playoffs?
I remember talking about that. And
None.
Saying that with RG3, you looked at it, if somebody figures out how to stop him and he got hurt, and that's how you stopped him. I think Daniels is a much better overall quarterback than RG3 was, and has a better understanding of the game and what to do and when to do it. And I just think he's going to do nothing but get better. I really like him.
His running's great, but man, he throws lasers. He's very accurate, and he's about the coolest rookie I've ever seen. As far as look at the touchdown numbers in the fourth quarter. Look at all the last second wins. It's been incredible what he's been able to do just as a rookie. Other NFC game, Morgan, the Rams going to Philly to take on the Eagles. Rams very impressive in knocking off the Vikings in pretty convincing fashion. Eagles take care of the Packers. We're going to see a tight one here. What do you think about that game?
I think it's supposed to be really, really cold and snowing in Philadelphia.
Advantage Philly.
Very good. I think advantage Philly on that one, and I think Philly handles business pretty easy. I hate, if you're a Rams fan, I'm sorry, but I think Philly handles business pretty easy.
It felt kind of good for them to get a W the other night. Although, man, the Vikings fans really traveled to Arizona. That was a pretty cool scene, like a bowl game. It was like 60-40.
They just, but the Vikings just their fans traveled, and I guess their team didn't. I don't know.
And again, Morgan, we've watched ball a while. I feel like we talk about the Lions' lack of success, the Browns' lack of success. We never mentioned the Vikings. We talk about the Bills losing 4 in a row. We look back at it yesterday with Greg Hudson. In the 70s, the Vikings went to 4 Super Bowls and lost them all. Hadn't been back since. They are kind of an underrated, tortured fan base, the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, they had the Purple People Eaters back in the 70s on defense. You had Fran Tarkenton at quarterback, and just I think Chuck Foreman was their running back. Really a good football team, just never could win, much like Buffalo did. They lost all those Super Bowls in a row. But, they're a tortured fan base. That's a good way to put it.
And speaking of which, the Bills at home with a chance to get to the AFC Championship. All they got to do is beat the Baltimore Ravens, who are actually a slight favorite in the game. This is a showdown. I've been hyping it up all week. I hope it lives up to the hype, but man, I'm excited to watch Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen go at it, Morgan. This is a toss-up here. Who you got?
It's going to be a heck of a football. It should be a heck of a football game. Whoever doesn't turn the ball over and wins the turnover battle will win it. I think it's going to be Buffalo.
Buffalo. All right, Morgan, going with the Bills. Looking forward to playoff action on Pirate Radio this weekend. You can hear the games if you're out and about right here on Pirate Radio. Morgan, how about Monday night? Ohio State is a favorite for good reason. They have, since losing to Michigan, looked really good. Texas hung around with them, but Ohio State able to close it out in the fourth quarter. And then Notre Dame making the plays, a lot of them defensively, to knock off Penn State. They have been impressive since the loss to Northern Illinois a long, long time ago. Any thoughts on the Monday night matchup we're going to see?
On paper, you think Ohio State, they should be favored. They are favored. Their defense is really, really dominant at times. I think they've really rallied since their loss to Michigan, obviously. But you got Notre Dame, who's playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of confidence right now. They've got God on their side. And so I would say Ohio State, but it would not shock me to see Notre Dame with the national championship.
I just hope we get a good one. We got some good semifinal games. So let's keep that rolling for the national championship. Pirates on the road at Wichita State, Morgan, and I don't. You followed anything else in college basketball? And nothing is like it was. And the conference pride thing is out the window for me. But it is a talking point. The ACC only one team in the top 25, and that being the number 3 ranked Duke Blue Devils. You've got some decent teams in there. Carolina certainly that has quality losses. Wake Forest has had a decent start to their year. Louisville and some others. But it is kind of odd to see one ACC team ranked and like 8 SEC teams ranked in college basketball.
Yeah, the times have really changed. And, the one team that's ranked from the ACC, Duke, Cooper Flagg, maybe player of the year. I mean, he's really a dynamic player, so fun to watch. And you pull up his highlight reel, and it's, he's Larry Bird, but an athletic version of Larry Bird is what I compared him to. I don't think Larry Bird maybe dunked twice in his whole career, and that was once in practice when nobody was guarding him. So, Cooper Flagg's just really a dynamic player. Their team's playing well. Carolina's still trying to figure it out. It's funny. I think it was last weekend, State and Carolina played on Saturday afternoon, and I was flipping around, and I saw that game, and I sat there and looked at the TV, and I was going like, you're talking about times have changed. 15, 20 years ago, you would never miss a State-Carolina game. Regardless if you liked either one of those teams, if you're from around here, it was a big matchup. Duke, Carolina the same way. I didn't even know they were playing. And it's just, okay, they're playing. And I watched it for a little bit and kept flipping the channels, watched some football or whatever I was watching.
Yeah, I'm that way too. Part of it is because football's on, but I think even outside of that, it doesn't feel like must-see TV anymore. NCAA tournament is still must-see TV. Conference tournaments, somewhat, but regular season basketball, not moving the needle for me, for sure. All right, let's get our Q&A from Morgan Ahlers. We'll go around the horn. Let's get one question in for Morgan, starting with you, Chandler.
All right, Morgan, you're going on a long road trip. You stop at the first gas station that you see. What's some road trip snacks that you're going to get from the gas station?
Either beef jerky or Twizzlers and a Pepsi Zero.
All right, Morgan only eats like thin, lengthy snacks. I guess I'm thinking Slim Jim. Beef jerky doesn't have to be in the tube form.
So, still slim.
Yeah,
I'm a big Slim Jim guy.
I'm not a Slim Jim guy. I like beef jerky.
He's a jerky guy. All right, Jarrett.
Mine's about ECU basketball. Mike Schwartz talked about the volatility of it, and we saw Temple beat Memphis yesterday. Riley Davis talked about after the loss to North Texas that they could go on a 10-game win streak. Do you think ECU has a run in them this season? Or, I mean, just winning multiple games back-to-back at all?
Yes, I think they do. I think they're playing extremely hard, and I think the game the other night, they were down, they came back, they were up 2 or 3 points, and just couldn't make a few buckets down the stretch. North Texas made a few plays at the end, and that was the difference. I think they're playing extremely hard. They just have to shoot the ball better.
All right, Shirley Rhodes, do you have a question for Morgan?
I do. Morgan, earlier in the show, I handed the guys a PRL bingo card with just random things that we consistently and at one time or another say or do during the show. If you were to create a bingo card for PRL, what would be the one thing you would put on there?
Godzilla.
Okay, I knew it, yeah.
That would have been on my bingo card, but I did not have that.
There you go. Morgan, this is a two-question question, as Chandler would say. The first one doesn't count. I'm just curious because I watched a couple episodes this week. Have you watched Landman?
Yes.
I figured that'd be up your alley. I enjoyed the first couple episodes, so I might watch more of that.
And it gets better. If Billy Bob Thornton doesn't win the most outstanding actor in a drama series, it's rigged.
All right. Yeah, I like Billy Bob. But my question is, we've asked, if you're in a movie, who plays you? I'm going to switch up a little bit. If we make a Morgan Ahlers movie, who's playing your wife? What actress do you want to play your better half?
My better half or my ex-wife?
Both.
I'm sorry, we're breaking up. I can't hear you. What? We're breaking. We have a back.
Come on, give me the actress, Morgan.
I have no clue.
Oh,
I really.
God. That's so.
I'm going down that rabbit.
All right, Jarrett, you're single. What actress do you want to play your significant other in a movie?
Ooh, that's a good question. Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman.
Okay, as Wonder Woman or a regular woman?
No, as Wonder Woman.
It's a lot of pressure, man.
Hey, what's your wife do for a living? She's Wonder Woman.
She's a superhero.
All right, there you go. Morgan, thanks for joining us. Kenny says, Morgan, get my mic ready. We're coming to see you Saturday night. What you up to this weekend?
Saturday night I'll be down at Ribeyes in Washington. And from 9 to 12. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're expecting a packed house down there for that. So Kenny Curlings will be performing direct all the way from Blunt's Creek, North Carolina. So
there you go. Morgan, enjoy it, man. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Guys, too. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
There is Morgan Ahlers joining us, Big Rock Power Sports Live Line. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Jeff Nadu joins us. Actually recorded with him yesterday. I left in his college basketball play for last night just to give him some flowers. He had Florida Gulf Coast minus
13.
Yeah, and they were up 20 at the half.
Yeah.
It was a rocking chair winner.
West Georgia tried.
They did. You got to give them credit for trying. They showed up. They scored a few points.
Yeah.
Just not enough.
They finished the game.
But we'll talk NFL playoffs, national championship when they do after this.
This Saturday, join Pirate Radio for a special meet and greet with Military Bowl MVP Rajay Harris at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Harris breaks free, makes a man miss. It's a foot race. Rajay Harris, 86-yard touchdown.
What's going on, Pirate Nation? January 18th at the Shimmer. I will be there signing autographs. Anything you want me to do, I'm there for it. Meet me there at Shimmer, 11 a.m. to 1, January 18th. Love y'all.
See you Saturday, Pirate Nation. Hunting season is officially open, and a great way to enjoy that postseason hunt celebration is with a Busch Light. As cold and smooth as the mountain stream, Busch Light is that perfect sip after a day spent in the great outdoors. Grab a case today. Celebrate the hunt with Busch Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Busch Light, please drink responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light, St. Louis, Missouri.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate.
Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
If you're going to put your name on something, it better be your best work.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. Coming up to Friday night, it'll be the Dawson Wright Band. On Saturday is the Chip Perry Band performing, and ladies get in free all weekend long. And don't forget Sunday Fun Day. You can kick off the day on Sunday with the largest 4K screen with 18 TVs and weekly jersey giveaways that start at 5 o'clock. We'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Talked to Jeff Nadu yesterday, ran out of time, but most of this, pretty much all of it, is still timeless because he talks NFL playoffs and college football championship. I left in the college basketball talk just to give him some props because he hit Florida Gulf Coast last night. But here is my chat with Nadu. Nadu, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you, Cliff?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to the divisional round of the playoffs. A, because my team's in it. B, we get Lamar and Josh Allen and maybe an upset or two. So let's go ahead and start there, Jeff. We'll go in chronological order. I can't remember what you said to say about Chargers Texans, but I know overall we kind of forgot about the Texans, didn't give the Texans a lot of credit. They come out, looked like the Chargers should have had a big lead in the first half of that game, but instead kicked a couple of field goals. We're only up 6-0, and the Texans kind of took over from there. So they get by. They take on Kansas City this week. Of course, Andy Reid, with his record on a bye week. They were off last week, waiting to see who they would play. Chiefs, a hefty favorite in this game. Do you give Houston any chance to go into Arrowhead and give KC a game?
Yeah, I think they got a chance. I mean, anything above a touchdown, I would have interest in. I don't know if I'll get there in betting this, but I think at the end of the day, defensively, they can stay in this game. As we know, this is not an elite Kansas City offense. They are 15-2, though, and they've looked good the whole way. That said, I mean, a lot of one-score games. You look at Kansas City against the number this year. I mean, haven't been great, quite frankly. Overall, I think they're like 7-9 against the number. So, and again, a lot of those are as a favorite. I feel like if the Texans defense could play pretty well, they're going to have a shot here. Again, Kansas City off a bye, they're definitely rested. But C.J. Stroud has to kind of put together, again, a very good game. They've got to run the ball effectively. Not a game I'll be betting on. I guess, gun to my head, I would lean with taking the point.
All right, biggest line of the weekend, highest total by far of the weekend, Commanders and Lions. Detroit, 9.5-point favorites, total 55.5, expecting some fireworks in this one. So, Jeff, how do you see this one playing out?
Yeah, I think that the late season, particularly that Viking game, I don't believe that was particularly indicative of what the Lions are defensively. I just think that was really more poor execution on the hands of the Vikings. I didn't look at that defense and say, wow, they're an elite defense. I want it back. The truth is, they gave up a lot of 30 or more games all season. This is a good Commander offense, as we know. Jaden Daniels continues to be extremely impressive. If you're going to give me double digits, Clip, which we're not really anymore, this is down to 8.5, 9. I think anything over a touchdown, again, I have interest in. I think the Lions are a little overvalued due to how well they were all year. The defense, though, is problematic. And, look, this is likely a shootout. And in a shootout, I could see this game, 34-27, something like that. If you're going to give me above 8, I'll again, lean on the dog.
I'm hoping we can keep up offensively. I feel like we can. I just don't know about stopping that high-powered Lions offensive attack. And in this game, Jeff, go ahead.
We'll say, again, you have only so many games left. The NFL, as we know, is very good from a line maker standpoint. I think if you could find a pairing in this, which I'll explain in another game, I think taking the Commanders up to 15.5, 14.5 with a 6-point teaser, I have a lot of interest in that. Getting it over 2 touchdowns, I think that's a strong leg of a teaser.
Interesting, Jeff, because I like to do a reverse jinx bet and take the team playing against my team and taking the lines down, and I'm looking for something to pair or parlay that with, as you said. So maybe you'll have something for me later on. But let's talk Rams-Eagles. One thing that stuck out to me most from our chat last week was you and how high you were on the under in Eagles and Packers. So jumped on that in a big way, and would like to give you my thanks because that was an easy one. You talked about you didn't know where a lot of the points would come from in this game, especially on the Green Bay side. So you nailed that one. Do you like your Eagles defense against these Rams? What do you think about this matchup coming up on Sunday?
Yeah, I think this is going to be your other pairing in the teaser. I mean, taking the Eagles down to just having to win the football game, which, look, I think if you do one of those, like this game falls between 3 and 6 points, it would not surprise me if the Eagles win 24-21, 27-24. I think the under, I'm not as interested in this game due to the fact that the Rams have such a good passing attack with Matt Stafford and Nakua and Cooper Kupp. Throw in the fact that, I mean, in this game earlier this season, Saquon Barkley ran all over them. You'd expect Saquon to get a bunch of a workload in this game. And I am a bit concerned. The Eagles no longer have Nakobe Dean, linebacker. He's out for the season, probably going to be out in the next season with a leg injury. He was playing extremely well alongside Zach Bond. Now you're going to have to throw Oren Burks into the lineup. In pass coverage, that's going to be concerning against the tight ends and running backs like Kyron Williams. I got to tell you, I kind of like the over a little bit. We have heard talk of weather. It's not like it's going to be a big snowstorm. I think all in common, it's just going to be cold. Rams also, have a less day to prepare. Throw in they were in kind of a weird spot as far as where the game was. The routines are off. I think the Eagles will win this game. I'm not running to lay 6, though. I think this could surely fall a 4-point, 3-point game. I think the Eagles will win. I think it's going to be a comfortable one. I'd throw this in a teaser with the Commanders.
All right, there you go. A little NFC East tease action for Nadu coming up this divisional round weekend. And then the showdown. I hope it lives up to the hype I'm giving it. I'm really excited for Ravens-Bills. You got the 2 MVP candidates. You've got the Bills, and that home crowd's going to be great as they look for the elusive Super Bowl. You've got Lamar Jackson, who has had his struggles winning games in the playoffs. So a ton of storylines here, Jeff. Great matchup. Again, I hope it lives up to the hype. What kind of game are you expecting there coming up in Buffalo Sunday night?
Yeah, this is my favorite bet. I bet the Baltimore Ravens on the money line, -110. I love this spot. I bet the Baltimore Ravens for the season to win the Super Bowl. Obviously, we're still alive, so that's great. I'm going to double down on them here, though. Couple of things. They're 6-3 on the road this year against the number, which bodes well. We know they're the best rushing defense in the NFL. And whenever Baltimore plays the team, I always want to look at the opponent's rushing defense. This is a Bill group that has struggled all year against the run. They're giving up nearly 5 yards to carry at home against the run this year, 4.5 yards overall, 19th in the NFL this season. Just not real good. And, Cliff, I got to tell you, I have been extremely impressed with this Ravens defense. Not only against the run, they're elite, but they have really looked good against the pass. Now, I wonder, is that due to some of the competition? They got to play the Steelers a couple of times, the Texans, the Browns, the Giants. That said, Kyle Hamilton being inserted back into this lineup has helped them considerably. Josh Allen's going to be a different animal in Buffalo. That said, give me Lamar Jackson. Give me this rushing defense. I think they go up there and win the game. I think this is where maybe some of the lack of weapons comes back to maybe bite Buffalo. We know in the receiving game they haven't necessarily had that. And look, Clip, in a sub-zero temperature game, the one thing there's very few things I'd rather do less than attempt to tackle Derrick Henry in the open field, especially a run defense that isn't very good. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to win the game. This is my favorite bet. I like this one.
All right, Nadu is on Baltimore. Coming up on a Sunday night, all the playoff action can be heard right here on Pirate Radio if you're out and about this Saturday and Sunday. Nadu, let's talk national championship. I think you sided with Penn State, and boy, that could have gone either way last Thursday night. Ahlers makes the bad decision, bad throw, whatever you want to call it. Notre Dame gets it, kicks a field goal, wins the game. They go on to face Ohio State, and that game, Jeff, against Texas was tight for a long time on Friday night. So Notre Dame, Ohio State, the matchup. Ohio State, the rightful favorite in this game. Do the Irish have enough defense and Riley Leonard on offense to hang around with the Buckeyes? What do you think about this one? You got to play on the total. Anything interesting you on Monday night?
Yeah, I did have Penn State, but I really like Notre Dame to beat Georgia, and they were able to do that. Listen, I might be on the wrong side here. Obviously, Ohio State's been terrific. That said, I like Notre Dame here. I'll take the 9.5 points with, to me, a defense who, look, I just think continue to impress. I mean, they lead the nation in takeaways. They've been great against the run, great against the pass. This is going to be obviously a very tough test, but they just continue to surprise. I was really impressed with what Notre Dame was able to do against Penn State. You know, the offense looked good. They found a way. You know, again, it wasn't easy. They were able to convert some third downs. Greathouse played really well. Jeremiah Love's terrific. This is, to me, I'm always going to be a dog guy. Anything over a field goal. I think the public's going to be all over Ohio State here to win 34-13. And, you know, look, to me, I don't think it's a question. Give me Notre Dame's coach over Ryan Day any day. I just think he's terrific. I'm a big fan of his. Notre Dame has answered the call every day, every game outside of that Northern Illinois game. It seems like ever since then they have been on a complete mission, and I think the culmination of keeping this close comes down to the wire.
Jeff Nadu joining us, Big Rock Power Sports Live Line. Hit a couple of college plays last night. Shout out to my buddy Daniel for giving me North Carolina. Shout out to our guy DB, who gave me a UNLV money line last night as they beat Utah State. So I got some good insight from some folks last night. Looking at the slate tonight, Jeff, 3 games involving top 25 teams, one right there in Philly. It'll be Memphis at Temple. Michigan is on the road at Minnesota, and Gonzaga at Oregon State. And all those lines are similar to the road team. All those road teams favored in those games, those ranked road teams. You looking at anything tonight in college basketball?
Yeah, all those big matchups, and I'm going to throw out one to you that's very much off the beaten path.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I like the big matchups. I just didn't really love much tonight on those. Florida Gulf Coast, I'm going to lay the 13 here against West Georgia. West Georgia Clip is a brand new team in Division I, and they have struggled. Just 2 wins against Division I opponents. Those 2 wins were against bottom 50 teams in America. Now they got to head on the road and take on a Florida Gulf Coast group that just beat them a couple of weeks ago by 11 in West Georgia. I think you get much better effort from Florida Gulf Coast here. This offense is playing pretty well all season. I wonder how West Georgia gets any stops and scores here. I'm going to lay it here with Florida Gulf Coast. I think they win this game by 17 or more. I like this. I like these double-digit favorites, and West Georgia is horrible.
All right, Nadu going off the beaten path. Another one I had last night, I went with Houston Live because they just smother teams, and I think it was West Virginia, and they ended up covering that live number. I think it was like 13.5, 14.5. But I always love Kelvin Sampson's team. Nadu, they're 12-3, sitting number 10 in the polls. Auburn's been great. Duke has been really good. Who else is kind of standing out to you that you think is a contender to win it all this season?
Just want to throw out, Houston has not allowed more than 57 points since November 30th.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
As far as the team standing out, look, I think Auburn's obviously your top dog. They just need to get Janai Broom healthy. The second best team to me in America is Iowa State under T.J. Otzelberger. Their only loss was a 2-point neutral site loss in Maui against Auburn. Outside of that, this team has been unbelievable. I mean, they just find ways to win games. They've beaten Kansas, they've beaten Utah, Baylor, Iowa, Dayton, Colorado, Marquette. I mean, just a murderer's row.
Jeff, I talked to former college basketball coach Mac McCarthy the other day. I asked him if they got Marcus Fizer and Jamal Tinsley back. I mean, that's like the last time they were this good, right?
That's a good point. And the difference with them this year is not only are they're always going to lead on defensive teams, fifth nationally, but they're really good on offense. And I think the key to this offense has been a guy I've been raving about for a while, Joshua Jefferson. He is terrific. He was out at St. Mary's for years. Last year, he was injured, and they did not look like the same offense. He has really been good for this group. He's a great rebounder, kind of one of these bangers down low. I also throw out another team clip, Ole Miss. I really like this team under Chris Beard. They have a kid in Malik Dia. He used to be at Belmont, transferred over to Ole Miss. He is another really good player on the block. He destroyed Alabama the other night. Ole Miss is a team that I think can absolutely win the SEC. Auburn's really good. So is Florida. So is Tennessee. But don't forget about old Chris Beard. He is still one of the best coaches in the country.
Yeah, I was going to ask you next. I think you kind of hit on it there, but like the other teams, Alabama, Kentucky, A&M, our guy Steve Rockefort, assistant coach with Buzz Williams there at Texas A&M, Mississippi State. You got all these SEC teams, top 10, top 15, top 20. Like, it's kind of a dumb question, but like, do you believe in the SEC? Like, do you think they're teams that can go into the tournament and go a long way, or is it kind of fool's gold? What do you think overall about the SEC?
No, I would say right now a bet that I've been largely considering is where the national champion comes from. I'm actively trying to find it. I would be very comfortable betting on this conference to win the NCAA tournament. I think there's talent up and down. I love A&M, by the way. They got to get Wade Taylor healthy. I think when he's healthy, they could beat anybody in the country. They're a team that I think could go deep. Another team out of the Big Ten I like to actually play tonight, Michigan. This team is quietly, I think, the best team in the Big Ten. I think they're better than Illinois. I think they're better than Purdue. Their offense is unbelievable with Danny Wolf and Vlad Golden, 2 7-footers. They have one of the best shooters in the country, and Amari Burnett, great guard playing. They're well coached under Dusty May, who guided FAU to the Final Four a couple of years ago. Best 2-point offense in the country, shooting 63% this season. This offense is sick. Defensively, they're a top 20 team. Haven't necessarily been tested yet. I think it's the big question. But I'm really excited about this group as we head into February.
They do great stuff, man. Always enjoy talking with you. You got anything to plug or you want people to look out for?
No, as always, appreciate everybody checking me out, and always look forward to coming on Pirate Radio. I guess we'll continue with the playoffs and maybe do a hit each week in basketball. You know, I always got love for you, Cliff. You know. And
man, I love talking hoops with you, Jeff, because it keeps me informed, and I always go back to it. But when I first saw you, you were breaking down the action each and every day, and it got me back into college basketball. So I want to do that post football if we can. I'd love to talk hoops with you every week.
I was a lot fatter back then.
Yeah, you look a little different, but hopefully the picks are still as good. So, yeah. Nadu, thanks, bud.
Thanks, bud.
There is Jeff Nadu joining us at Big Rock Power Sports Live Line. We'll take a break, get our Fleet Feet rundown. We've got J-Bone's coaching carousel prognostications and updates, and what would you call it?
It's just based on everything I'm reading, who's likely to go where.
All right, we got that and more coming up when we return. Pirate Radio Live, Hour 3 after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Winter is here, but Strauss Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
This is Carson Wistenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Pirate Radio is excited to announce that Inky Johnson will be the 2025 Leadership Luncheon Speaker on Monday, March 17th. Inky is one of the most highly sought-after speakers in the world. Some of his clients include Chick-fil-A, State Farm, AT&T, the University of Alabama, the University of Texas, New York Knicks, New England Patriots, Baltimore Ravens, and Atlanta Braves. For sponsorship information, please contact Mark Alexander at 252-327-2173 or email Mark at pirateradio1250.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. All right, Fleet Feet rundown time. Intern Logan wasting no time. He's got it up there ready to go. I like it.
Ready to roll.
Attaboy.
Alex Harper, tell us about our friends at Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right, before we do anything, I want to get to know our interns. I know we did this with Grayson. Have we asked you anything yet, Hayden? Yes, sir. Okay, all right. Well, let's we'll start with Grayson.
Hayden.
Hayden, thank you. And get to know. Oh, we got both on the mic. All right. So, first of all, state your name and your high school.
I'm Hayden Miller, and I went to Triton High School.
Okay.
I'm Logan,
And I went to Millbrook High School.
Okay, Millbrook.
What's the last name?
Graney.
Logan Graney, Millbrook High School.
Hayden, where are you from?
It's either Dunn or Benson. I always say in between.
Okay, all right. You got. I like the accent. All right, Logan. Who are your favorite sports teams?
We talked about this earlier. My favorite sports teams, NFL, gotta go Carolina.
Yes,
the
sir.
Panthers. Love the Panthers. We haven't been great recently, but hoping to improve. Big soccer fan, European soccer especially. Looking at the Premier League, gotta go Chelsea there. NBA, Oklahoma City, and then obviously ECU.
You have a great reasoning why you're an Oklahoma
Very
City.
random, crazy.
So what is the reasoning behind you being a Thunder fan?
My middle name is Westbrook.
Okay.
And my sister's middle name is Durant. It's complete coincidence.
That's crazy.
And your parents are not Thunder fans. It happened that way.
No, it just
When
happened.
were you born?
2003.
When was your sister born?
2006.
Okay, well, they weren't drafted by.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You should find his sister. Hit it real quick.
Let's go find your sister.
Thank you. All right. Hayden, what is your relationship to sports? Are you a fan?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I did competitive cheer and then gymnastics, and I played soccer and softball growing up. And I got into it mainly because of my coaches. I kind of just wanted to also grow up and be somebody that can be a mentor how they were with me.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Do you root for any teams?
I like Courage Soccer Team. I do like them, and obviously like ECU.
Okay, cool. Logan, I remember your name. I don't even think I've seen this movie, but there's a Wolverine movie called Logan, right?
Yeah, it's a great one.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your favorite superhero, Logan?
I gotta say, I would say Batman, but I feel like every dude's favorite superhero is Batman. So I'm gonna say Spider-Man. He's a positive dude, I love his personality. So
All right,
Spider-Man.
How about you, Hayden?
Wonder Woman.
Okay, good call. Hey. Bone, who's your favorite superhero?
Aquaman.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I'd probably go Batman.
All right.
Just the movies are best.
John?
The Incredible Hulk.
Good call. He's undervalued.
I had an Incredible Hulk lunchbox.
Lou Ferrigno, or who we talking?
No, I would probably go. God, who was the one?
I like the guy that does it now.
Who was the guy?
Mark Ruffalo.
Who was the guy in 2002?
Oh God,
Ed
Norton. That movie was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's another one of Chandler's.
That was supposed to be like the kickoff to the MCU, and it was so bad they just was like, let's take
that didn't happen.
Well, I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying
I like Ed Norton as an actor.
Yeah, Fight Club.
Yeah. Shirley, who's your favorite superhero?
Well, I was a Wonder Woman fan first, but I mean, I love a lot of the Marvel. I was DC Comics for a little while, but Marvel did take over in my adult life. But to start with, yeah, it was Wonder Woman.
I changed mine. The raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Rabbit.
Ah, yes.
Rocket.
Didn't Thor call him Rabbit?
No, that guy.
Eric Banya.
Let me see.
What was he?
Kenny Banya?
That's gold, Jerry. Gold.
Why do they call it Ovaltine? The container's round, the glass is round. It should be a round team.
Sorry, kids. Those are Seinfeld references that you probably wouldn't get.
Dang it, I left that off the bingo card.
Ah, yeah. You need to put that up there.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
All right, Jarrett, you put some work into this. So
Yep.
NFL head coach predictions. What do we got?
I mean, I'm very locked in with the head coaching cycle just because the Raiders are up here. But been reading a lot of articles, a lot of tweets from insiders. And Pac-Man Jones said today on the Pat McAfee show.
Great source.
Deion Sanders was interested in Dallas and Vegas, but it's a done deal. Kellen Moore to Dallas, Ben Johnson to Las Vegas.
Kellen Moore?
Yep.
Ugh.
Well, he got canned by McCarthy.
I saw they were interviewing
Jerry
him.
Jones wants him back.
How funny is that? They fired him.
Yeah. Well, McCarthy fired him.
Well,
because he wanted to run the ball more and then didn't run the ball more.
Didn't that happen in college? A head coach got fired and they brought back one of his coordinators that he had fired.
Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
They fired Herman and then brought back.
Oh yeah, because Herman was going to fire the DC and then
he did fire him.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Come on back, pal." But
you know what else Pac-Man Jones said? I don't think nothing wrong with going to the strip club. It ain't no sin to go to the strip club. Direct quote.
Hey,
all right.
Words to live by.
Yeah.
Bears, I think you go Mike McCarthy just to bring some stability in the room. And I read it's
And a
pretty much,
fat guy.
It's pretty much Ben Johnson or Mike McCarthy, and Ben Johnson's going to the Raiders.
Mike McCarthy looks like a fat Bears coach.
Yeah.
Warm in the winter, shady in the summer.
He fits best in Chicago or Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
He's from Pittsburgh. But Jaguars, they interviewed Liam Cohen today, and I love Liam Cohen. If we don't hire Ben Johnson, I would love to have Liam Cohen as my next head coach.
Liam Cohen just doesn't sound like a football coach's name.
But does Dave Canales either?
No.
Okay.
No.
And then Saints and Jets, I think you can flip these either way, but I went Aaron Glenn, Saints, Brian Flores, Jets. I think those two will get those two jobs. The order, I don't really know.
All right. There you go. No need to follow it anymore. Boom. Take one name out of the running, Jack Del Rio.
Yes, he is now with the Paris Musketeers. Is that it?
This is real news, folks.
The European Football League.
Maybe Logan follows that.
Follow European football?
You can
European American football?
You can do a Chelsea and whoever Jack Del Rio's team doubleheader. Saw a headline today. Dolphins to host first ever NFL game in Madrid. I don't think you know what host means if that is your headline. Because that is not Miami. Madrid.
Well, Miami's going to be designated as the host team. They're going to be the home team. But yes, I know.
Thank you, Shirley.
Snarky.
For setting me straight. They're not. I hate games like I hate these. You know I hate these games.
I know.
We're going to get some in Australia at some point.
Well.
All right.
Down under.
Austria, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, are we just
Arnold
gunning for
Schwarzenegger.
like every country / continent on this planet for an NFL game at
Logan,
some point?
real question. Before your death, you're going to live a long life. Will we see a football game played on the moon?
You said in our life?
In your life?
No.
Okay, he's going no.
I'm going to go the other way. I like the value on that pick.
Where else are we going from here? We've gone to Brazil. We're going to Madrid. We're going to Australia.
Mexico City.
We've been to Mexico. We've been up in Canada.
Let's go to Antarctica.
The only place left to go, folks, the moon. Let's take a break. Moonball. What time would that game be? It would be like...
What time zone is the moon?
It would be like 2 months ago.
Going back in time?
Or ahead in... I don't know.
Back to the future?
I don't know how time works up there.
It is a flat circle.
True. All right, we're back to wrap it up after this.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni.
Bust it.
We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Dale Murphy, two-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. The stock market closed on a good note. The Dow was up 334 points at 43,487. The Nasdaq was up 291 at 19,630, and the S&P was ahead 59 points and finished the week at 5,996. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, Shirley. We will see you Monday. Thank you, Logan. Thank you, Hayden. Appreciate y'all helping us out today. The Chan Man.
Love you, brother.
Need your support tomorrow night?
Yes, I got you. I promise.
Where are you going to watch the game?
Probably the Buck.
I'm going to be in a dark room, a dark, safe space as the Commanders take on the Lions. You can hear the game right here on Pirate Radio. We will talk to you again Monday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive